Okay. Is everybody else ready?
Never.
Oh,
Yep.
wait, I'm not ready.
Nibbles, I'm
So
adding that to my house.
What?
I am making my house have a tapestry with a damn sea goblin on.
there you go.
I choose to assume this is a house Ty will buy at some point in the real world. And he'll someone to commission a tapestry for that.
Dear God, no! I hate this thing.
All right. If we're ready to get going, who wants to remind us where we left off?
Scavenger hunt, finding a bunch of stuff, and Zoe learned how to make magic items. It was a short session.
It was a short session.
It was a very important session.
Yes, Zoe now knows how to enchant things. Although she still has yet to complete her first enchantment.
Her wand of prestidigitation.
Her purple glowy wand of prestidigitation.
I don't recall anything major happening. I recall
There was a T-Rex.
there was a T-Rex.
There was a T-Rex. I got
There
a
was
conversation
a-
with Gracewind.
There was a brief conversation with Rizwan. And...
There was a not conversation with Rizwan also.
Uh-huh.
What?
And I got
I-
surly and slept outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, everybody went their respective ways for the night. Most people choosing to sleep in the mansion. The magnificent mansion that is in another dimension. Camille slept outside because he was like, fuck this noise.
Pretty much. He's often fuck this noise.
Mm-hmm. So after a nice long rest, everybody wakes up at their own leisure. Most of you to comfy beds, soft, gentle lighting, and an incorporeal servant standing beside your bed watching you sleep.
That's creepy.
That's why I slept outside.
Could I wake up fairly early
Sure.
and just kind of hang around, maybe explore the house and see if Estrella wakes up early or if she is early to bed and late to wake up kind of thing?
Mm-hmm. I think
Probably be
she...
Early. I'll be up probably fairly early-ish as well.
Okay. Camille, when you wake up, the door to the mansion is still open. Like there's just a pink door sitting in the air, so you can come and go as you please. Rizwin, you wake up, kind of shove the servant aside, and wander around the house. Estrella is up and quietly drinking tea in a corner of a room that you didn't get to see yesterday. It's just like a nice little lounge area.
Does she seem like she would accept company?
As you walk in, she doesn't like glare at you or tell you to leave. She just kind of is sitting there and quietly watching.
Good morning.
Morning.
I wasn't expecting her to be up. I don't know what to say now. Actually, you know what? I just kind of quietly sit down and just see if she has anything to say. I don't start the conversation.
She sits quietly for a minute or two, just sipping her tea. You know this is going to end poorly, right?
What do you mean?
You and them. A group of powerful people looking for trouble is sure to find it.
Is that experience talking?
Maybe.
Well, if it is going to end poorly, I would prefer it to end poorly for a reason. With people I care about.
How sweet.
And before I grow old.
I can understand that.
You seem to prefer being alone.
Yes, I quite like it. I generally prefer my company to, well, I find I'm much more interesting than most other people.
Do you like it, or is it easier?
Who's Owl? What?
Who has an owl besides me?
Oh, it must be Quasta.
No, it wasn't.
No, that was me. That was me saying, who has an owl besides me?
That's Quasta.
No, it's not me. I swear to God. Whoever is it, I've been blamed.
I've lost what I was going to say.
Sorry.
I had asked if she actually liked it, or if it was just easier.
Well, it's certainly not easier being with idiots like that. I'll tell you.
Something to think about, I suppose. And I won't exactly say I leave in a huff, but I do leave.
Okay.
And I just go outside.
She watches you go? You walk outside the mansion?
Yep.
Okay.
I guess, I don't know, start getting the horses ready or something.
Yeah, you walk outside. Camille's there. Up and about.
Give him a nod as I walk past.
Sleep all right?
Huh. Too soft in there.
We need to talk.
Do we?
You're an idiot.
That word seems to be bandied about this morning.
Hear me out. Why didn't you be honest with us when you were hurt the other day? Why hide it? Why hold it back from us?
Just needed a little rest.
No, you didn't. It was magical, and you knew that because the healing that Zoe and I would normally do restored you to full. And you didn't. You're reckless. That was reckless.
We had places to be.
You were a guard captain, right?
Yes.
What would you have done to a recruit that acted like that? Walks into the guardhouse, covers up his bleeding arm, says, "I'm fine."
She just kind of narrows her eyes at you. I suppose you have a point.
Mm-hmm. You didn't answer my question. What would you do?
Suppose I would have given them a dressing down.
Okay. Why?
Because it's important for a group to work together.
So, why didn't you?
I know my limits. And you don't. If you're saying something, it's not coming through.
No, I'm thinking. Sorry.
Sorry.
Who are you, Rislin?
A lot of different things.
Who are you?
She just kind of looks at you blankly like, I don't understand the question.
I'm not necessarily expecting an answer. Something. Consider. Who are you?
And I guess that's why I'm out here. Find out.
What do you want?
Very immediately, I was hoping for a teacher.
What kind of teacher?
One that understands what it's like to be me.
I don't think that.
And you kind of catch her, like, I don't want to say glare, but just looks back at the door like,
This is me checking my mic levels. Is that fine?
Better.
Okay. That woman is not a good teacher. Also, there's no one that can teach you to be you.
I don't want her to teach me to be me.
What do you want her to teach you?
I suppose it's no secret by now that the rest of you only see a small portion of who I am.
I've
And
had some suspicions ever since you got bit by the werewolf, but I trust you enough to be honest with us if you're ready.
the education, and I'm being very literal with these words, and upbringing that I had, despite my mother's best efforts, only really spoke to the needs of what you see in front of you. And I don't know what I could possibly be taught, which is kind of the problem.
You can't be taught how to live. You have to live.
The only things that I know of my people, other than the very short time that I spent among them, I read in history books that were written by people that killed them.
You seem to have some hang-ups around your people.
I don't know. I only know the very small amount of information that I've seen.
All right.
And I'd like to think that there's more to it than that. If there's not, the city was right.
The city was... The city looked at blood. You can't change blood. Blood is a fluid inside your body that keeps you going. Blood is not what defines you as a creature, a soul.
Let's
You look
just
at-
say I am less certain of that than you are.
What do you think of goblins?
She
Generally
kind of
speaking.
starts laughing. They're silly.
Really? Most people think they're terrifying.
Difficult to be scared of. Sort of gestures like all of that.
But if you have 150 of them coming in your village with only 2 people defending it, they're terrifying. My point is, you can't judge an individual on the aspects of them. And you need to stop being afraid of being judged based on what you are as opposed to who you are. I don't care what you are. I care who you are. You are a person I've grown to trust and care for. And your friends need to know what you can be when you're no longer afraid. When you know who you are, why you are, and what you want. And when you're no longer looking for reasons, it can simply just be.
I look forward to that day.
That day is whenever you want it.
She just kind of keeps staring back at the door. After a couple minutes, she shakes her head and says, "Hope is a funny thing."
Hope is all we have sometimes.
And unless you stop her, she just walks over to the horses.
Find something to worth living for. Find something. Find people that care for you and accept you. That's all that matters.
Sort of gestures at the horses and all the packs and stuff that are strewn about. And why do you think I'm still here?
Good. I'm glad you're still here. And he walks over to you and just taps you on the forehead. Don't be reckless. I need you around. I can't
Sort
do a
of.
fire on myself.
In a half serious and half not serious sort of way, she gives you a salute.
And I half seriously return. And then I guess we'll just go about getting the horses ready for the day.
All right. Kathanid, you're still. It still sounds like you're not close enough to your mic. I'm sorry.
Really? Okay, let me.
Yeah, it's not low. It's like kind of cut enough.
Oh, wow. I was going to say it
That's-
sounds
that's-
fine to me, but I have you at 200%.
I also have you at 200%.
I'm.
Give me a minute. Continue on. I'm just going to fiddle with my audio levels for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Rizwin and Camille start getting the horses ready, and everybody else starts waking up. If you come down the stairs, there is breakfast already laid out on the table. Bacon and sausage and eggs and toast and fruit platters.
I've turned up my mic volume.
Ooh,
How's that? Is that any better?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. It was at
Turn Cathana down.
Mhm.
65% in Windows.
Simar.
So that's better now?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
So he wakes up,
Mhm.
packs up her things, heads downstairs, grabs some food from the table, and finds a seat with her own unseen servant, which makes me wonder: is it visible or is it normal invisible? Invisible.
These aren't unseen servants like the spell that you have.
Okay, I was just wondering if something in the house was making them visible.
No, they come with the house, basically.
Okay, well, anyways, her own that isn't seeable and isn't creeping her out as much is doing her hair into her its usual braids, and she's sitting having breakfast.
Pert will come downstairs, take a single apple, and go back to writing his notes.
Fire is in a corner munching something while hanging out with Brigitte.
I assume Rizwin and Camille wander inside to get food at some point.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, after we get the horses ready, I go back upstairs and collect my stuff.
Unless Amalus is keeping a very close eye, Melis is just swiping sausages off the table.
I mean, Alice might be encouraging him.
Oops, I didn't mean to knock over that whole thing of sausages. Melis, here you go. It's like saving all your pizza crusts for the dog.
Yep. After a little while, Estrella comes into the kitchen from another room. Well, are we almost ready to go?
Should I do the next casting of the spell before we leave?
Well, I suppose that's up to you. Though it has been a long time since I've been this way. But if I'm not mistaken, if we leave now, we can make Marielda by nightfall.
Hmm.
Does that
Um,
seem reasonable?
It took you about half a day to get to the top of the mountain and half a day to get to the bottom of the mountain.
like we have some time. If we break space, if we go fast, we get there faster. I think.
I think the sooner we're there, the happier we'll all be.
I don't know
Yes.
about that.
The
I hate
city
that city.
certainly will be happier.
I hate that city.
Yes, you don't exactly seem like the city type.
Well, the horses are prepared.
Then I suppose we should gather our things and go. And she does the, claps twice in the air, and the servants, any that are hanging around just immediately go flying off. You see them like go up the stairs, and then about a minute later they come flying down with all of Estrella's stuff.
Did she have that much stuff yesterday?
No, it's just her bag
Um,
and a teacup.
Before the house disappears out from underneath me, I get
Mhm.
outside.
All right, did you grab your stuff?
I did.
Okay. Somebody go grab Pert.
I'm assuming Bert was there with us getting food.
No, he went back to doing his notes.
Bird, we're
Uh.
living.
Tap Bert on the shoulder.
Bird.
I think David may not be at his computer at the moment.
I get lost. I get lost trying to find Bird in another part of the house.
You find it a hallway with like a whole bunch of extra bedrooms.
Bird, I knock and open each door. Bird.
I know Bert was in the washroom all along.
Yeah.
So it's bothering Zoe as this echoing of the Pert goes to the house, and she goes and finds both and drags them outside. By the ear if she has to.
Yes. All right. You get the boys sorted out and dragged out of the house. Astray is already sitting atop Rizwan's horse. Aesir? Yes.
Yes. I was gonna say I would have just immediately gone to help her up again.
Mm-hmm. And once everybody is out of the house, you see with this bright pink flash, the door disappears.
How do you do that one?
A lot of practice.
And pink dye.
Yes, very important.
Get up on my horse and just go down to whatever path Amos points out.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you and your horses, once again, start down the path back to Marielda, following the river, until you get to the shrine that sits at the bottom of the mountain that you all left offerings at. On your way in. And as you pass, Rizwin, you notice this because you're on the same horse as Estrella. You pass the shrine, and she looks down and sort of sees all the stuff on it, and just rolls her eyes.
Seeing what everyone left there, can I deduce what Rizun left there?
I think Risman left it under a plate or something. Am I remembering correctly?
I don't remember what I said.
I seem to remember you saying that you put it under something.
If it would have been anything, I would have like buried it under the stump, but I don't remember if I did or not.
I also
have an
can't
idea.
quite remember what everybody left. So.
Music.
Cat carving.
Oh yes.
I think Zoe did music as well.
Mhm.
Haiku.
What?
No. Don't.
Oh yeah. Pert left a haiku.
Oh. I thought haiku.
So did I for a second.
I left, I don't know, a shroom or something.
Yeah, okay. Unless there's anything else you want to do. I think you just spend the day traveling.
Yeah, I don't think I have any important conversation to do.
I'm just traveling.
As long as she's willing to put up with it, Zoe is asking magic questions.
Pert will drop to the back of the party, and when we get to the farmer's house, he will wander over, leave a note with the farmer, as well as a coin, and then wander back and catch up with the group eventually.
Okay. Estrella is... She's not super forthcoming, but will definitely answer some questions about magic. She does talk to you a little bit more about just how enchanting works, how to sort of make up a plan for what you're gonna do and how that can affect the likelihood of success versus failure or like something else going wrong, stuff like that. And everybody notices at some point either Pert, who's at the back of the group, just like disappearing for a bit and then joining up with you again after about like half an hour.
Mm-hmm. I trust the boy.
He definitely seems to know his way. Out of everybody who might get lost, Pert is probably not one of them. Zoe, as you continue to ask Estrella questions and stuff, you notice once you get to the top of the mountain and start heading down again, she seems less and less willing to answer questions and just doesn't... You very much get this sense that she does not want to talk.
Like she's nervous or planning something, or
You can make an insight check.
oh, clueless.
You're not really sure. She just gets quiet.
I don't think Zoe wants to push this topic,
I'm back.
so she'll go quiet and try and figure out how to set up this unseen servant so it will hold the book while she's riding her horse.
Okay. So the day passes, and by the time you see the city in the distance, the sun is beginning to set. And as you continue forward on your horse, you get to the bridge. Just as the sun has set, there's still just that little bit of red-orange light in the sky.
A little before we reach the bridge, I would broach the topic with Zoe. Do you think we should find an inn out here?
Well, I've already been thinking that. I think we should make sure we can leave before they activate it. I don't want to get trapped in that city or worse.
I agree. Although I suppose we will not be delivering it tonight. I would say I keep going, but I'm not in control of the horse, so.
As you all pass across the bridge, Kumail, when you get about to the halfway point of that bridge, you get that same sort of antsy feeling of like a sense of something drawing you forward towards the city.
Still have that feeling. Just shakes his head, pushes forward, I guess. Just let's get this over with.
All right. Estrella kind of drops the horse back to like the back of the group as everybody goes one by one up to the gate, which there is no lineup. And after, just asking you a couple of questions, especially about the cat.
Good kitty.
It's been in the town many times. Why are you giving her an issue?
The guard kind of looks at you and then looks at the cat and looks at you and looks at the cat.
I look
and
at the
just kind of
guard.
like sputters and you go right ahead.
I was gonna try an intimidation check.
I think the group of you are intimidating enough without a check.
Yes, but Zoe wants to know she can put a guard in its place.
Mm-hmm. All right, and everybody files one by one through the gate. Estrella and Rizwin holding up the rear.
Can I get a sense of, is she hesitant or like something specifically about this threshold that's
You
giving
can
her an issue?
make an insight check.
No, we
Not a
can't.
clue.
Can I?
You was for
It was to
DM.
DM. Yeah, it was a 3.
So Nibbles.
Yeah, Nibbles dice strike again.
They sure do.
And you are all back in Marielda.
Yay, this sucks. Can we go now? I wonder if my armor is done.
It's been 2 days, Fire.
Yeah, it's been
But
gotta
I
be at
want
least 3.
3 days? Okay, tomorrow.
They said it would take a month.
Just stay a month here.
Well, it seems that you have held up your end of the bargain. You have delivered me to Marielda. I suppose it's time for me to hold up mine.
Yes,
And-
thank you.
She reaches into her purse, says crystal, and pulls out the crystal that she showed you before.
That is definitely the red crystal,
I
right?
you've never seen it.
Well, we had it described to us, right?
Yes, it looks like the thing that was described to you, but Estrella hops off the horse
It totally won't destroy the city.
and hands the crystal to Zoe.
Zoe looks timid as she takes it.
Well, it seems I was a bit careless in my packing. I don't seem to have a big enough bag to hold that Hydra heart. Oh, well, I suppose I shall just have to do without.
Narrow my eyes at her suspiciously.
She kind of smiles at you and looks at her bag and says, well, I'm not carrying it around. That thing weighs a ton, and it won't fit in my bag.
And I'm sure it would probably stink up the bag too, wouldn't it?
Oh, probably.
But the bag, you said you wanted it.
I kick Fire in the shins.
We're not horse.
The horse kicks you in the shins.
Jeez.
That sounds painful.
So I know somebody who I believe would love to meet you. Is there any chance we could arrange a meeting?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now? Gonna hang out?
No.
Okay, ow.
I have my own business in the city. Business that does not include you, and I'm sure you have business in the city that does not include me. So I do believe that this is where we part ways.
Sort of quietly walk up to her and say, is there a way I can contact you?
Well, I suppose you know where I live now.
Suppose so.
We will visit again. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm going to have to move.
How big was her visible flinch at that?
Big enough to notice.
Big enough even Fire noticed.
Mm-hmm. You've certainly been interesting companions. I'm sure I will miss you, yada yada yada.
Have a good time, bud.
Yeah.
Dear.
Good luck.
Okay, bye.
And with a wave of her hand, she turns her back to you and walks into the crowded streets of the city.
Rizwin stands rooted in place, watching her go until she cannot see her anymore.
So we go to the other shiny boy?
It's late. I would probably suggest we get an inn.
But also, I think he is kind of in a rush for the thing.
How
Like,
late is it,
it's
Jimmy?
It is late enough that it is almost dark.
not that late, and it's kind of important.
I'm with fire on this one.
Yeah, you're right. Here it is. Here it
But
is.
does it go to Shiny?
The hospital.
I'm going
know.
to say Shiny Boy because I can't remember his name. But
Cafriel.
would it go to? You sure it wouldn't go to the mage?
We wouldn't be able to get in to see her probably without him.
No, we can see her. I think.
Not
I
the
know.
writer, the other one.
Yeah, I know her office.
Yeah, we were at the Mages Guild, were we not?
True.
Yeah. I know the office. This way, and I go in a direction.
Okay.
I look at Pert. That's not the right way, is it?
David?
David?
Yo. Yo.
Yo.
Yo.
You okay?
We were asking Pert if Pryor's actually going in the right direction in the city.
Oh, okay. I did not hear that part of the conversation. The last was her leaving off on her own.
Yeah, and we said that we were going to deliver the crystal right away to the mage and the mage guild, and I say this way, and I went on a random direction.
The name is Melanora, by the way.
Shalanora.
I don't know, is it the right way?
You kind of run up to Fire and just gently point him in, like, turn him 90 degrees.
That's what I said. This way. Thank you, Bert.
Yes, not a problem. He quietly opens his book and writes down one more line and then closes it again. Puts his book into his pocket.
All right. So you start walking to the Mages Guild. Actually, Pert would know this maybe better than the others. It is basically clear on the other side of town. Even with the horses, it's going to take you maybe a couple of hours to get there.
I hate this town.
The multi-story building we went to meet them up last time.
Mm-hmm. And you're not exactly sure about the Mages Guild, but a lot of other businesses are definitely going to be closed by the time you get there.
Sounds like maybe we should get over in that part of the city and find a place to spend the night.
That
Okay,
sounds good.
but I still think we need. It feels important.
I understand it feels important, but this is a city and they tend to shut down when it gets dark.
Oh man, I hate this city.
And there's parts of it do.
But what if something happened tonight?
We'll deal with it if something happens tonight.
There's a nice drinking establishment with rooms in the general vicinity of the Mages Guild, the Quill. They used to do stand-up comedians on the stage there.
Hey Bert, I was going to ask, why you stay with us in an inn and not like in your house?
I had writing to do.
And you're gonna... Is your house too loud?
can't do writing if I can't watch.
Is the house too dark?
I said I can't do writing if I can't watch.
He's writing about us, Fire.
But we could go with you.
No, Fire, no.
The house is too small for more than 3 people. But thank you for offering.
For offering my house. Sure.
To keep
Okay.
me company is more the to keep me from being scared of the dark or whatever. It's all good.
Don't worry, bruh. Let's go on. I don't know. Drink? Whatever wants to do tonight. The city? Oh,
Okay. So you are
Kurt will direct the group to the quill.
okay. So you guys are getting a second inn nearby the Mages Guild, so that you can get there bright and early.
That other inn paid up for several other days, didn't
I think you had it paid up for 2 weeks, which has not expired yet.
I mean, we can always go back to the Silver Apple instead of the quill then.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Pert will give very detailed directions to the rest of the group and take all the horses except for Horse to go lodge them outside while you guys go to the quill. He'll catch up with you.
You will
Or
not
go
take
to
my
the
horse.
Silver Apple.
Yeah.
Oh, right. No, the horse.
Silver Swan.
I think we will.
Silver Swan.
Yeah.
Golden Apple, Silver Swan. Sorry,
Yes.
bad with names.
I think we will, like. We wouldn't be clever enough to know that we need to leave the horses outside the city.
Camille would know, because Camille stabled Remiel there last time, and there was only the one stable.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Pert's offering to take care of the horses and catch up with you. He can move through the city faster by himself than any of you in the crowd.
That's fair.
Okay, there's definitely a place that you can stable the horses, basically right across the bridge that you just crossed. And Pert would also know that generally, like, the main streets are so busy in Marielda during the daytime that you probably won't need the horses inside the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really going to be any faster unless you're, having to cart a bunch of heavy stuff.
Yep. So Pert will take off and do that while you guys are going and getting settled at the inn.
Okay. So Pert leads all of the horses except for Remiel back across the bridge.
Muffin.
Mushrooms.
Pert will say it costs like a silver to house all of the horses for maybe 2 days. You think that's going to be enough? 3 days?
I will up it to a full gold just to make sure that they're properly groomed, fed, and paid attention to beyond just minimum standards.
Okay.
Basically, I'm bribing them slightly.
Yeah, and making sure that, like, any of your stuff that you can't take is well taken care of, like saddles and stuff. Yeah. Okay, everybody else, you follow Pert's directions to get back to the Silver Swan Inn where you were staying.
Hello.
I would
Yes,
like
welcome back.
to purchase a round of drinks for everyone.
Certainly. We'll say a silver.
In
Oh,
that
no.
case, I also put down a gold and say, keep them coming.
Certainly, ma'am. And they bring out a round of drinks for you. I assume Camille takes 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, stable.
Go stable Remiel. There are drinks waiting for you when you get back.
I will partake.
After everybody's sort of settled down and we're all sitting together, I'll sort of address the group and... Do we have any plans after we're done here?
There's the issue with the black goo.
There's that. I'm also concerned about who broke the crystal. I feel like that is
Also that.
still a major concern. And if anything, I'd like to find out and know rather than not know. And if they want to be close-lipped about it, we'll do our own investigation.
At some point, when we make our way back south, I need to visit an old friend in Astoria. I've
if and when we head that way, we can.
been thinking about what you said. She nods to Camille earlier today.
All right.
That's all.
What else do we need to do? What's on our to-do list?
Well, aside from the whole cult thing, trying to bring a demon lord into this world to bring about an age of darkness and despair and death.
About that, if we go to do that, how we do it? Where?
We don't know yet, but I have a feeling that this is involved. Just a city and the crystal and everything.
Anything else on the to-do list?
I think that's it, really.
Unless you have any fun and interesting mushrooms you want to purchase while we're here.
I mean, yes and no. No, they don't have good mushroom here. I don't have anything else about the black thing. I want to get rid of that. Help that.
As you said, the tree operates on a very different time scale from us. So.
Yeah, he said that the thing was kind of east. Did he say east or west?
West.
Oh.
East is the ocean.
Mm-hmm. East is where I'm from.
So we might need to go west at some point.
I think if we can find a promising lead for that, then we should definitely follow it up because I think it could potentially be tied together somehow.
And I think that's it. Anyone else does have anything that you want to do? To go?
Not tonight.
So I think we might when our next course of action will be to go to Story again.
Could be. As I said, I want to poke around the city for a few days to see if we can figure out who helped break that crystal.
Okay. We're not in a rush, so you can do it. We can do that and then go there.
Now look at Pert. I would probably need your help.
Pert's not there. Pert has not returned yet.
All right.
Rizma and I are going to have to leave the city tomorrow.
Zoe, they're going to give you time to get out of the city.
Yes, but they're not going to want to wait days to put that back in play.
I understand that. I'm not going to delay too long here.
I assume we will be spending tomorrow night outside the walls.
Let's just live in right now.
Yes, for now, I think we need an early night to get an early start to get this resolved as quickly as possible.
All right. As everybody else is sitting in the inn and drinking, Pert, you put the horses up for the night. Walked across the bridge, and instead of joining your companions, went to run an errand.
Yep.
Dun dun dun.
So you take a bit of a side trip to go to your broker, quote unquote broker. And he informs you that unfortunately your order has not yet been fulfilled.
Then we'll request a cancellation of the request and accept whatever fee the guild wants to take off the down payment.
Oh, certainly. We take 10%, of course.
Of course.
Say, you haven't been around much. Are you still, doing good work?
There's been a lot of interesting work. Maybe you'll read about it.
Oh, that's cool. Say, Look, I wouldn't mention this to just anybody, but I know you're pretty good at what you do, and you're not a total scumbag.
Pert's eyebrow lifts.
I've heard from, I won't say who, that the city guard is looking for a couple of people to do some, you might say reconnaissance work. Apparently there's been some concerns about some new shady activity in the city. I think you might be good for it.
Pert is buying whatever he's selling.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I mean
captain?
it, man.
Which captain?
You're gonna want to talk to Shell. You know, the big orc. You know,
The giant orc.
big orc lady.
Yeah. Used to wear that was a shell, I remember.
I'm sorry. Zoe can't get in the city, but an orc can.
Yep.
Fucking bullshit.
I mean, you knew Dura, who was a half orc, who came like she was part of the army.
Yeah, orcs, unfortunately, don't have demon blood.
Unfortunately?
Bullshit.
Or fortunately.
I hadn't been thinking of it when we met Dura. I was thinking of it now.
You
Pert will.
you go talk to her and tell her I sent you.
Pert slides one platinum back to the broker in thanks for knowledge received.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you, guild brother. And he slips out and heads back to the inn to meet up with the rest.
Stay safe out there.
Stay safe in here. Keep your books clean.
Always.
Which set of books?
Don't worry about it.
All of them.
All right. After about everybody else is like 2 or 3 rounds in, Pert shows up.
Bird.
No. Pert shows up at the table sitting there with you already.
There's a beer in front of him.
Or drink of choice.
I don't remember if fire drinks.
If we tell a fire is fermented with yeast, I think he would love it.
And I think it would be a first for him.
Alma too.
We're kids.
Okay, I mentioned if fire ever asks kind of how beer's made, I will go through the whole process and explain.
Just get bored halfway through it.
No, I
Yeah.
think he lights up at the fact that it's fermented with a form of very small fungus.
Pert will argue details about the type of oats and barley used, and will make a couple of more notes in his book at your answers. Clearly, different styles are practiced in your homeland.
Well, you'd be familiar with his homeland is really well known for wine.
Clearly, every country has their own style. Fascinating.
This is a question for Perd. How good are you at finding out information that isn't necessarily out in the public realm?
I have sources. They are usually helpful. I've recently got an offer from one of those sources, actually. A guard captain named Shell is currently trying to get assistance in looking into some new shady operations that have moved into town.
Interesting. I am wondering if perhaps that the people who are responsible for breaking the crystal are also the ones who may have been responsible for kidnapping and all the other crimes they had committed. I was wondering if you could help find out anything about that.
It's possible the two are even related.
Makes sense to me. Do you want to... If you were the vanguard of a demon lord's army, you'd want to disable a city that could act as a bastion against it. Wouldn't you?
Very valid thought process.
Side note, didn't we kill all the ones that were involved with kidnapping Zoe?
Yeah, but you would know from what Kamil said they operate in cells. And they're very well organized. That's still right, Jamie?
As far as you know.
Okay.
And are you talking about that openly over the table, or
I'm
in
assuming
quiet
a
with?
private room.
I think there's like private or semi-private booths
Yeah,
that with a gold they would give you.
I'm more meaning, did Zoe hear what you just said?
Sure. Why would he hide it from you?
Most likely because Zoe's now going to get up and leave the table.
Okay.
Zoe doesn't like that memory. At all.
Can't change anything about it.
Zoe's still going to have her reactions. It's more the comment.
That's fine. Well, I think then maybe after we drop off the crystal, maybe see what your contact had to say.
Yes, I think it's a very reasonable conjunction of plans.
Alright. Is there anything else anybody wanted to do before the night is over? Zoe
Right.
probably has enchantments to do.
Yeah, she's probably up in her room trying to put together what they all the stuff.
All right. Just make me an Arcana check. See how well you remember.
Don't wanna.
Yes, you do. You can use guidance. Oh.
You lay the crushed geodes out in the pattern on the paper, put the wand down, cast the spell, and it doesn't seem to work. And you're like, shit, I must have this design wrong. And then you spend the rest of the night trying to figure out what you're doing wrong.
That seems about right for her current state.
Yeah.
Can I don't know, after maybe like a half hour, 5 minutes, I just want to poke my head in and... You okay?
Not really, no. Can you come in and sit for a moment?
Yeah, she'll sit down and can I tell that Zoe's having a hard time in what she's trying to do?
I mean, you don't know very much about magic.
Sure don't.
But Zoe isn't looking super happy, so...
Can I pull out the notes that I made and see if anything in there helps her?
Here's one. I'm sorry. You know how I was keeping my books in your bag? Because, well, she motions to Rizwin's muscles and then her own lack there. I
Yeah.
was looking for one of my books in your bag the other day and found something else, and I took it out and read it.
What did you think?
It was useful to see your insights, but you're far too hard on yourself. Also, I have some questions about something further at the beginning of it.
Okay.
I'm the destruction. I'm going to bring the destruction.
That's a theory. Yes, but could easily be me. Or any one of us. We've all been engaged in the plans of this cult one way or another.
I'm the only one who was captured and held prisoner. I have these powers because of what happened in there. You guys are all strong on your own. I'm strong because I was there.
Maybe, but I don't think that experience defines you. You've been strong in different ways, perhaps, but You wouldn't be here if you hadn't been strong.
No, I'd still be in that ivory tower.
Do you miss it? I assume she's talking about before the cultists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard not to miss your family, even if they're better off without you.
That sounds like something I would say.
Zoe walks over to Rizwin, puts her forehead to Rizwin's, and gives her a big hug. There's a reason I'm glad I have you in my life.
Likewise. And she returns the hug.
I also cannot remember anything that I was taught by our sorceress.
Well, luckily, and she pulls out a separate book. Actually, it might not even be a book, probably just some loose paper. I made notes. I don't know, let's be honest, anything about magic, but there might be something in here that would help you.
I believe those notes were taken with a nat 20, weren't they?
No, I think it was a dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
You can make me another Arcana check.
Now that her brain is together, she realizes that she can study these, use her own abilities to amplify it, and will take another attempt at this. This is just not meant to happen tonight.
Wow.
Did we say
After,
that the notes give her advantage?
well,
That
that was
was
the
the-
That
advantage.
was the advantage.
Oh.
I would say after like 10 minutes, I think you're focused on other things tonight. Maybe don't keep beating your head against it to frustration. We'll try again tomorrow.
Do you think I can see my writer friend before we leave the city? I am really bad at names.
Daniel.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that we all need to go there. Maybe we do. Maybe she'll be there.
We definitely do, because I do not want to go alone and find out, oh shit, the force field's coming up in 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, after we're done with that, I'll go with you. In whatever time we have.
No staring at that picture.
I don't know what you mean.
Also, that picture wasn't where we're going.
It is if
That's
Zoe's
true.
going to go visit her friend.
That's also true. And I will attempt to get Zoe into bed. By herself. Awkward.
Okay, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will attempt to mom Zoe.
I think Zoe goes with it tonight.
Okay.
So after, I don't know, probably 45 minutes to an hour, I come back down if there's anybody still drinking.
Why do my dice have such desire to tell good stories.
Mhm.
Probably because I'm within 20 feet of you.
Pert is sitting alone in a corner, nursing his second drink and scribbling notes on pages he's already written on.
I'm sleeping with my head in a plate of something to.
And a plate of spaghetti.
Why did I just imagine
Yeah.
him in his face in like a plate of beef stroganoff?
No, it's the plate of gazpacho.
I do wouldn't need gazpacho.
I was gonna go off and do praying.
Mhm.
Maybe get a connection tonight. Who knows?
Stay away from me.
Signal quality in this city sucks.
Oh,
Cat
Yeah.
agrees.
Cat
So-
is the only signal you get.
It's true.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything else. I'll just spend a little bit of time checking in with everybody that's still awake and looks like they might want to talk.
Making
I'll-
sure that Fire doesn't breathe in his food that he's fallen asleep in.
Yeah, I might have to mom him too.
I might be my first pass out.
Get him up to bed, make sure he's in the recovery position. Leave a glass of water next to the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I eventually head to bed as well.
All right. Kamal, you spend some time doing your prayers.
Doing a bit of meditation beforehand. That what's your name from whatever village taught me, just to clear my head.
Yeah. You find it especially hard tonight. Every time you sort of like really get into the meditation, that just antsy feeling comes back and kind of knocks you out.
Okay. If it seems like it's persistent, I'm just almost gonna try to just follow it, if that makes sense. Like not physically follow it, but like mentally and emotionally follow it, see where it takes me.
Sure. You try your best, but there's no, like, while you're sitting there meditating, there's no direction to it. It's just kind of like nervous
All
energy. Yeah.
Well, something's going down in the city. I'm assuming you want a wisdom check?
Sure. Yeah, that's about what you get.
He's out there. He's just... We're not on the same wavelength yet.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I remember you saying that Kazan was a paladin to himself, like...
No, we've retconned that.
Oh, okay.
He has a god.
Don't worry. I get it now.
Alright, well, eventually I'll just try to sleep.
Anything else anyone wants to do before bed? Pert continues to write in his notebook about Pert passed out Fire.
Pert will continue revision in his notebook until it looks like the bartender is starting to get annoyed, and then Pert will help Fire up to the bedroom.
I was get there by reasoning? No?
And we can say that we did it together. Fire is significantly larger anyway.
He's significantly heavier.
Yeah. He's not taller than Pert, but he's taller than Rizwan.
Statistically speaking, Rizwan's one of the shorter people in the party.
So I think that's it for tonight.
All right. And as everybody slowly makes their way to bed. We're gonna take a quick break. I need to pee so fucking bad. All right, 5 minutes.
Okay.
I call my cat and my dog shows up.
It's how you know who loves you.
That sounds correct.
Cats always love you. They just try and pretend they don't.
No, my cat 100% doesn't love me sometimes. He just wants me to fuck off.
Meow.
Hey, Smoke. You say hi? No, you're just gonna lick your chops because you just ate.
Yum, yum, yum.
Meow.
Meow.
Hi. Yeah. You say
Meow.
hi to me?
Meow.
Come on up.
Meow.
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 Yes, I'm gonna reach down and you're gonna run away. We've gone through this game several times. And then you're gonna run to the other side of me. And look at me expectantly.
Meow.
And then you're gonna wander out of my room. Okay, cool. Cool. Good talk. And then you're gonna
Good
come
talk.
back.
Good talk.
You are a very fickle beast.
It's a
Wow.
cat. What do you expect?
Whenever I'm getting ready to get out of my chair, Derpsy always comes over and is like, "Hello, I'm here for my reservation."
My cat doesn't like my chair.
My cat loves my chair.
His chair, her chair. Sorry.
My chair.
You know what? I should get something to drink. My
should.
head hurts.
So
I'll be right back.
So someone
Drink water.
So someone linked me to free audiobooks on LibRox, a community project to turn public domain books into audiobooks. And the book they linked me to was Women I'm Not Married to by Franklin P. Adams, 1881 to 1960, a short story collection, volume 69.
Nice.
What?
Nice.
Lewd.
I have not. There's no description. Maybe there's a description. Let me see. These 5 people were among the authors selected to read for this volume. It's the 69th volume in a short story series. Okay. Yeah. No, it's a thing.
Okay, the cat is now on the desk.
No.
Meow.
I have a little table insert I can pull out that he likes to sit on.
Did you have to lure him out with the insert?
No, he just decided to jump up right in front of my second one.
So the only measuring tape I have happens to be only in inches. So I was measuring out for how big of a desk I can manage to fit if I get an L-shaped desk, and I can basically fit 65 inches by 70 inches if I take the other superfluous junk out of my room, and that's a desk that goes from the edge of my bed to the edge of my TV stand and fills all of the wall space in between the two of them. And I'm liking that idea. If I can find one that big, that isn't bigger. And isn't like $800 fucking dollars, because I'm pretty sure all the decent desks are like $800 fucking dollars.
It'll always be at least an inch or two bigger than what can fit.
Yeah. And yeah, desks are like good desks are expensive.
Yeah.
Unless you can get them on like Kijiji or something.
Well,
Boy,
Yeah.
howdy, aren't they?
My desk is made of solid wood, and I got it from my dad's old workplace, and he left it when he and my mom split, so I co-opted it.
Nice.
Yeah, I got my desk via Kijiji, and it was like a $1,300 desk for $150.
Wow.
It was not
Nice.
worth $1,300 new, but it wasn't that bad. It survived 4 moves before it finally cracked. It was also a giant U desk.
I don't have the
I,
space for a U desk, but I understand the appeal.
I think my desk is very high quality, but also kind of small. I would like a bigger one, but my room doesn't allow it.
My major concern is I have at least 2 monitors and my water that I want to put on the new desk, and the water alone weighs 25 pounds.
Put it on under the desk.
It's a mini water. It's only an 11-liter tank and a like 1.5 foot tall dispenser.
That's still a lot of weight. Just well, again, a lot of those desks had been designed around the idea of having like a CRT on it.
The ones that I was finding on Amazon for $200 or less, because they're all $200 or less on Amazon, are supposedly like 40 to 100 pounds. And the 100 pounds sounds reassuring, but the 40 sure as hell doesn't. I also plan to put a cat bed on the part of the desk towards my bed, so that way if one of the cats wants to come and visit, she has a warm place to lie down.
Kitty,
Then you put the heating pad underneath the spot.
Exactly.
yeah, my cat used to snuggle in a section of my desk, but she grew and she's too big for the thing. She's not that big, but the place is small.
I used to, back when CRTs were common, and I had this corner desk with a thing on top of it that also surrounded the monitor. The cat used to love to sleep behind that because it was so freaking warm.
My roommate kept a 20-inch CRT on his computer desk in the corner right beside the window, so the cat would always lie on top of the corner desk, because that way they could look down the hallway where I am and out the window and be on top of the warm TV all at the same time.
My cat is just doing what he's doing in those photos right now, just right beside me.
Being cute.
Are we all here?
I think we are all
I think
here.
so.
Yeah, I think so.
Danny Blair?
Oh, kitty.
Hello.
It is a kitty.
Is your cat polydactyl?
No,
Polydactyl?
my finger or my paw digits.
Oh,
No, he was just right near the corner, so his paw was just kind of over the edge.
Okay, is everybody ready to get going again?
Yes, but
Yup.
now all I have to do is share the idea that you saying polydactyl's given me, which is a cat that's slowly turning into a pterodactyl. You can picture that too. Oh
A
god.
pterodactyl cat.
Well, more like a flying squirrel.
Oh my god.
What if
Flying.
don't?
All right. So everybody finds sleep in their own time. Kamale, you don't sleep super well. That restless energy that you sort of kept coming to when you were meditating follows you into sleep. And you keep kind of waking up and then falling back asleep and waking up and falling back asleep. Zoe, you don't sleep terribly well either. You both sort of have a bit of a restless night.
Do I have any idea where the sleep issues are coming from? Which of her many problems at the moment?
Well, that's the thing. There's many problems at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Okay. Fire casts Speak with Plants in his sleep.
Being drunk, maybe.
Fern, you're a really good Fern.
No.
Stare,
Friend, you're a really good Fern. I mean, Fern, you're a really good friend. I mean, nom 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 nom.
And the morning comes. Everybody wakes up. Some of you are a little more rested than others. Fire has a nasty headache. Amos probably has one too.
Yeah,
I don't wait on it. I just lesser restoration myself.
I mean, if you want to waste a spell slot, sure.
Yes, I don't feel like ass.
I can make you not feel like ass without using a spell slot.
Okay, I already did it. Can you do it on Amma, please?
Yeah, just boop ammo on the head and cleanse the remaining toxins from their body.
Alright.
well, that feels nice.
Being drunk is not a toxin. It's a lack of toxins. Or a lack of something, not
No,
an
it's-
additive something.
Hangover is generally
Lack of water.
Being
I don't know.
hungover is it's dehydration usually.
Well, a good truth for everyone. Everyone.
sorry,
Is...
the act of actually being inebriated is considered being toxin.
Mm-hmm.
Toxin.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. Zoe's downstairs nursing a coffee and having breakfast.
Alright.
And I don't boop him on the head, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Have a good true mama. That'll make you feel good.
Yum yum.
It makes you feel better.
There isn't
You'll have a
enough-
nice.
There isn't enough grease in good shrooms. Throw them on an omelet with some bacon.
I heard the guards once talking, and they said the best cure for a hangover was something called a taco.
I usually prefer more of the same thing that caused the hangover in the first place.
No, I could no. What if I stay in bed today?
No sympathy for drunks.
We have places to be and things to do. Let's go.
No, seriously, was that Rizwin talking or Nibbles? Because that sounded very chipper.
It could be
I
both.
I suppose she was not actually that chipper, but she is not affected like y'all. She's a soldier, so I assume her and
So
Kamale are
yes,
good to
Camille
go.
is grumpy for other reasons.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Zoe's not hungover. She didn't drink. She's just not in a good mood and didn't sleep.
Well, okay. So, for once, Rizwin is in the best mood out of the entire group. Is that what's happening here?
At fire is the grumpy.
I think Camille's fine, but
No, he's
Well-
not fine. He's grumpy.
Well, yeah, he's fine, but he's still
Camille's always
Camille.
grumpy.
as I was about to say, but he's Camille.
Yeah. So I guess continuing the theme from last night, Rizwin starts momming everybody up, and let's
Let's go over to the Mages Guild.
get your shit together.
Give me one sec. I have a fucking sliver.
Ooh.
Oh,
I don't know how this happened.
ow.
It's not too ow.
Work sliver, maybe?
What's
I
a
don't know why you
sliver?
would
I
notice
think
it
so.
2 days later. Piece of wood in the skin.
Ow.
Well, normally a piece of wood. It could
Could
be
be.
metal, it could be hair, it could be plastic.
I don't think it's metal. It's probably wood.
Gonna
That was
say
fucking weird.
metal would be worse.
Yeah.
I once broke a sewing needle off in my foot, and it worked its way from the bottom of my foot to the top of my foot.
Ah.
Let's talk about literally anything else, please.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
I think I got it.
does anybody know the proper safety procedures for working with fiber optic cable?
Don't.
Nope, never done it.
Let's
Be
put it this way:
careful.
they're very easy to get slivers into the body and very hard to get.
Ugh.
Yes.
Let's stick with don't.
Yeah.
They're
Anyway,
very dangerous.
Call 1-800-DON'T.
why are you calling my work?
Anyway,
Anyways, sorry. So everybody has their breakfast. Kamel and Rizwin sort of recommend some greasy breakfast foods.
Yep.
To the two with hangovers.
I resist the urge to recommend Bloody Marys.
Mm-hmm.
What did Mary do to you? Why do you keep beating her up?
Are there thermoses in this world?
Oh, there's apothecaries, I'm sure.
I have things.
Yeah, there's probably something close to one at least.
Zoe will see if she can rent a thermos from the innkeeper to get coffee to go.
Sure. I'm sure they have something.
I was gonna say, like, best thing probably be like a cask or a flask.
Yeah.
Zoe
They
wants
give
it
you
to
like
stay
a-
hot.
Yeah,
So
they give
hot
you like
right
an
now.
insulated cask or something.
Wait, Zoe's a freaking warlock. She's got prestidigitation.
All right. So next to that, what's the plan for this morning? You're going to Mage's Guild?
Mage's Guild first. Let's get the incredibly valuable and needed crystal out of our hands and into the hands of people who actually can do something.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. So bright and early in the morning, you head out into the streets of Marielda, and you, as you're walking towards the Mage Guild, which is on the other side of the city, you pass by people going about their day, heading to work and going shopping. You hear like the laughter of a couple young children. Feel them breeze past you as they chase each other through the crowded streets. And then all of a sudden,
Oh, yes.
the air is filled with this deafening screech, like nails on a chalkboard. You all like instinctively shudder and cover your ears. The sound resonates all around you, and you can see everybody else doing the same. People are shouting, freezing where they stand, but you can't really hear the sounds that they're making. And the sky turns dark, and from maybe 4 or 5 blocks away, you can see over the tops of buildings this eerie reddish purple light starts to glow. The screeching has stopped, and now you can hear in earnest the screams of the citizens around you. People are still not really sure what's going on, can also see the light and are starting to run the other way, pushing into you and jostling you about. You see a couple people fall in the stampede and then just immediately lose sight of them. You can all feel this crackling energy in the air, this anticipation and adrenaline.
Is this what I've been feeling?
You feel it more than anybody else, Camille.
I look at Kamal and say, I told you you should have done it last night.
Not now, fire.
Is there? You said this is a couple blocks away. Can we start running towards it? And is there any like actual threat, or is it just lights
All
in
you
the sky?
see is lights in the sky. You can start moving towards it. You have to push past people who are running the other way.
Does Pert recall anything even remotely similar?
No.
In the confusion, I left the horse at the sea.
Okay.
So it's just a screech and a purple light we see.
Yeah.
Is it the same direction as the Mage's Guild by chance?
Ish. But the Mage's Guild is very, very far away at this point.
I'm gonna do something to try to clear a path, and I'm gonna cast light on myself and just bellow at people to move.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Okay, can Zoe reach forward and cast Prestidigitation to make him blink red and blue?
Sure.
Then
Give an advantage?
Sure.
Yes.
There you go. Everybody, with all the blinking and flashing, everybody just immediately starts moving away from you.
And I start soldiers running right in the direction of everyone running away.
All right. It's still a little bit slower than you would like because there's still, it takes time for people to move out of your way, but you are able to move through the street more or less unobstructed.
Let's go see what all the fuss is about.
Zoe forms a line with Camille, herself, Rizwi, mostly to protect herself.
Okay, as you move through the streets, you start to hear more panic screams coming from the direction you're going. A woman runs past you, and it looks like there's blood on her shirt, but it's just for a second, and then she's just blown past you.
Okay.
And then underneath all of these screams, but you definitely hear it, there's this unearthly wailing, a sound that you can't imagine any creature ever making. And it makes the hair on the it makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. As you move just a little bit faster, you come to an intersection between two side streets and can now see the source of this purple light that's radiating into the sky. A ragged purple slit about 20 feet long floats just above the ground, radiating this sickening light and the smell of sulfur and rot. Beneath it, freshly dead bodies litter the ground, their blood forming pools on the cobblestones.
Keys, I activate my spores.
Garish-looking creatures with large goat horns and twisted animalistic features stand over a few of them. One stands up a little taller, and you can see it chewing on something. These are fiends, Camille. You all just sort of instinctually freeze for a second at the horror of this scene, and as you do, two things happen. These strange demonic creatures with these goat horns turn to look at you, baring their teeth. And then the rip in the sky glows a little brighter, and from somewhere beyond it, two twisted, gray-skinned creatures with long claws and whip-like tails emerge from it. They pause and scan their new surroundings, and then they see you. think
don't
I would
it.
like everybody to roll for initiative.
I think you pull.
Can I say no?
You put the tokens. No, don't roll, don't roll. You put the tokens on the map thing, and we cannot take it. Control
Oh, okay. Well, let me delete these.
I like how I can only control Melis.
That's strange. Okay, you guys. Bert can control himself. Put you guys where I put you.
I mean, you didn't have to get rid of Melis. I could control
Oh,
Mel.
right.
it. Don't get rid of Melis.
I'm sorry, are those mind flayers up there?
Those aren't mind flayers, thank God.
No, not mind flayers, but
Whatever they are, don't mind them.
Yeah,
Things-
they're demons.
They're just a flare.
they're fiends. Oh yeah, I was supposed to roll initiative.
Yes. I'm missing someone. There we go. All right. Emma, you're up first.
So many choices on what to go after.
Hang on a second. I need to check something. At the start of your turn, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay,
Like
so
all of us.
Nope.
everyone
At-
but
At the start of your turn. So right now, this is Emma.
Emma does
these-
not get the bonus from me. She's too far away.
He's, Emma, as you pull out your bow and go to knock an arrow, this just wave of rot and nausea just hits you, but you kind of just hold your breath for a second and shrug it off and to maintain your composure.
Phew.
Can you describe me again? Like there is a goat person, and the other thing, the purple tag. What?
Um,
do
so
they
the
look
ones
like?
to the right, they're these strange humanoid bodies, but with like a goat face and goat horns. And they've got like pustules and sores, and are just like have ooze coming off of them, and you think that this is like maybe the source of the smell. Let me put some battle music on. And the other ones, the ones that just came in through. Oops, that was weird. They are also sort of humanoid in form, but are very like unnaturally skinny and have these really long claws and this tiny little barbed tail. Emma, what you doing?
I
I
was
think I
thinking-
will.
Go. I will. Don't go.
I think I will. Hunter's mark on red one,
Okay.
and then I tell Melis to attack red one, and then I will attack it.
All right. Ah. I'm just having a second window.
I know that feeling.
17 hits. Melis runs up to it and sort of smacks it across the head with his tentacle. That also hits. Well done. You put an arrow side of its shoulder, and it rears back and screams. I'm sorry, I also need Melis to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to need that.
Uh, 16 saves. So Melis is fine.
Yay!
Wow, I'm having some internet troubles.
No, internet.
No. Alright, anything else you want to do?
Ah. I'm gonna move there.
Alright. Rizwin.
Con save.
Let's see. Yes, con save. You are fine.
Okay, How far away are these folks?
So the ones emitting the stench are the purple ones?
The red ones mostly. I mean, the whole area smells really, really bad. But just looking at them, seeing the sort of boils and pustules and sores that they have, I think that that's probably where the smell of the rot is.
Can I just briefly look at my two options here? Which ones look more dangerous?
All of them.
They're all spiky and snarly and pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
I mean, they all look more dangerous than the one that I've been attacking, which looks weaker.
Right. Unfortunately, that one is not within 5 feet of another. So I'm going to move here.
I mean,
What
it's only
is
within 5 feet
there?
of us.
And I have my Warhammer out and a shield.
Mm-hmm.
Frustratingly. And I will swing at number 2.
Alright.
Let's see here. That on. Won't put that on. And
Jamie, there is that house in the middle, or no?
That hits. Yes, there is a small house in the middle of all of these things.
Are these eaves or is that impassable?
Sorry? I wasn't...
The corner here, is this an eaves? Like, can I walk under it or is it impassable?
It's impassable. So you have to walk around the houses. That definitely hits.
okay, so it's 10 to 2 and 7 to 3.
Oh, okay.
And I swing again.
Wasn't 17 to 1 and 7 to the other?
No.
Oh.
That hits.
So 11 to 2 and 4 to 3.
Which maneuver are you using?
Sweeping attack.
I believe it's 17 to 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You can check the rules on that while I also...
It's not. And that is my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Alright, who's next up? Bert.
Alright.
Con save.
Am I within range of the con save?
You are. You're right beside me.
Nope, they're too far away from
Oh,
you.
they're too far away from him. Okay.
So Pert is going to go straight up into number 2's face here. And he's going to actually Pert's not enough movement. Never mind. Pert's gonna go straight up into number 2's face, and he's just going to try to put them off some kilter.
Ugly face.
With his
Right.
rapier.
14 misses.
And
Your rapier kind of bounces off the tough exterior hide of this thing.
then a second strike with the silver dagger.
All right. That hits.
Alrighty. Oh, no sneak attack. So just
No
a
sneak
mark.
attack. Your silver dagger does manage to sort of get into the flesh of this creature, but you don't feel like it did as much damage as you were hoping.
That's my turn.
Does Pert have dual wield features?
No, he would not have dual wield, so he has 5 less damage on that, so it's actually 3 damage.
Okay.
I have a separate button for the dual wield version.
All right, Zoe.
Does Zoe have to roll con save?
Yes.
Okay. Does Owl?
Yes.
Damn it.
Anything within 30 feet of at least one of these.
Owl was probably puking.
You add 5, 11. I don't think that's enough. Nope, that's the wrong sheet. I have too many sheets up. All right, so you take. Owl is fine. But you who have not really experienced the horrors of battle before, at least not like this, the presence of these demons just overcomes you for a second. You take 4 points of necrotic damage.
So he feels sick and angry.
It will be 5.
No, it's. I'm pretty sure that it's +1 for each Boazao within 30 feet of the creature who had to make the saving throw.
Yeah, and have.
Oh, are they all?
2 of
Okay.
them are.
Yes, so then 5. My bad, thank you guys.
So he feels awful and sick and decides to move away from that. And takes an arcane blast or electric blast at purple.
Okay, sorry, I just had to reload. Roll20's freaking out on me.
So 24 damage of force.
To which one?
Purple one.
Purple one? Alright, yeah, both of those hit. Oh, oops, hang on, I fucked up. Pert was attacking purple too.
And Owl will come in and do a help action on for Pert on purple.
Alright, very nice. You aim a couple of your Eldritch at this thing, and it like takes a step back with the force of your magic. Fire.
Con save.
Yes, please.
He's within 10 feet.
Ooh, the shink.
No problem.
Fire's used to rot.
Yeah. And still, I will get outside of that thing. You.
I did not move far enough away from it. Neither did you.
Okay, I'm in the thing. I will bonus action Chilale and And as an action, I will cast Conjure Animals. I want 1 CR2, please.
All right.
That's not wall of beef.
It's
Could
not
be
Wall
very
of May
big
beef.
singular
Hey.
beef.
It's Big Boy.
Where would you like it?
Like here.
All right. You cast your spell, and appearing out of the ether is a very large, very angry polar bear.
Ooh-wee!
Wall of bear.
He's he's an angry boy.
Wall of singular bear.
Can I pet it?
Later. First, beef. I don't know.
All right. Costa, you have access to it now.
Yes. Give me 2 seconds while I click the thing directly. Normal. Public.
Not advantage.
Not advantage. My hit points and the initiative.
Ooh, nice.
Max hit points for the polar bear.
Not max.
Well, max, but
Pretty close.
yeah.
Pretty good roll.
So that is
All right. You have or click on it to get the initiative to go
right.
on the list.
I can change it then.
Yep.
Well, it's in the same spot.
Awesome. So yeah, you can just leave it if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Nothing else.
All right, Kamal.
That's it.
The
You
hell
are
does
fine.
the bear do?
And I just barrel right into this one.
Very nice.
And you know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
I smite.
Smite, smite, and then the smite.
Whew. Woo. Kamal goes charging in with his sword in the air, glowing brightly, and cleaves this thing in two.
And that's with a lot of wands.
Mm-hmm.
Kamal, as you cut through this thing and it falls at your feet, that nervous energy that you've been feeling, all of a sudden, it's not like it goes away, but you feel like you have purpose now.
Ah, yes, good. And I'll take a 5-foot step and swing at this one.
All right.
Someone's found the pressure release valve.
Yes. 11 does not hit.
I figured not.
He was too giddy about finding purpose.
Yeah, you take like just the tiniest tip off the end of its horn.
But I just point my sword and scream in Celestial.
It bares its teeth and screams back at you. This awful, unearthly sound.
Kamal's kind of grinning. Like, in an insane kind of battle frenzy way.
Polar Bear's up next.
Polar bear to munching.
Polar
He
bear
munch.
is out of range, I believe.
Polar Bear's out of range.
A munch purple one.
Munch, munch, munch. That hits.
And then he claws.
That also hits.
War, my beaver. That's it.
Alright, so this polar bear like just looms over this thing and bites it and swipes at it, and it seems a bit resistant to the polar bear's attacks, but he still does a pretty like sizable amount of damage.
Yeah, work is work.
Alright. First, Rizwin and Kamal, who are kind of up, can see from farther up these other two sort of like worm-like creatures just with mouths
Ew.
slowly start to make their way towards you. But they are still a little ways off. Alright, let's see what we have here. I've closed... Oh, that's because I had to Reload roll 20. All right. So number one turns to the polar bear and glares at it menacingly. It is going to use this. I need a
Rawr.
Constitution saving throw.
It is not close enough.
Can't save. Rawr.
All right. So remember that it does half damage.
On a failed save, the target deals only half damage with weapons attack. It is strange for 1 minute. Okay.
And then
I
it
can
is
repeat on the edge of its turn. Okay.
Yeah. And then it tries to rake the polar bear with its claws.
That just hits. And the other hits too.
All right. The other one looks at Pert with a curious, very wide grin. Hey, Pert.
Yep.
Are you wearing metal armor?
Actually, Hurt is wearing leather.
Sneaky.
Very nice. It waves its arms in the air in a motion that you recognize as a spell. How come it didn't go?
I see they move it like an inch, but
Yeah,
happened.
well, that's weird.
It
Click it again.
misfired.
Oh, no.
Alright. Whatever. This is the wrong spell. I am casting Heat Metal. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Kurt. As your rapier starts to heat up in your hand. Alright. So you do not you manage to keep a hold of that rapier. You don't drop it, but you do take 11 points of fire damage.
One
as the
quick
rapier
second. Just
Mhm.
checking.
Yes.
Specifically says the word attack, so I'm pretty sure I can't, but just to make sure.
No.
Okay. Spell is not an attack. I just figured I'd check.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
say
There-
melee attack, so I was like, well, it could be.
There's
You
spells
play
that
hot
are
potato
attack.
with your rapier.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't work. So you take 11 points of fire damage as the metal handle of the rapier just sears into your palm.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's pulling a cooking book.
Alright. Now it is the Bullazao. The one that is, let me see. Alright. So the one in front of Rizwan will attack you, Rizwan.
Ooh-wee.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Thank you.
That is
Mel.
just enough.
Thank you, Paladin.
Uh-huh. You're very, very lucky. Alright, you managed to shrug off the poison effects that you can feel coursing through your veins for just a second, but you do take significant, well, some damage as its barbed tail sort of cuts you across the cheek.
I'm used to having something attempt to reduce my max hit points, and I've
Mhm.
figured out how to resist it.
Yes. The other
Called
one
dodging.
is going
Dodge.
to move up here.
Called being
and
next to Shiny Boy.
It's going to attack Kamal.
Try at least.
It's not gonna succeed.
No, definitely not. It just kind of, the tail screeches off of your shield. At the start of the round, one more of these things pops out from the portal.
Ooh, that's not.
That's bad.
Yo.
Emma, what are you doing?
Do I need to make another Constitution saving throw?
Are you within 30 feet? I think you might be okay. You're okay.
Yay!
Melis
I'm just
needs
far
to-
enough away.
Melis needs to make one, though.
Yeah.
Melis gets +5.
He does.
Morphing cat.
Protect the kitty.
That's enough.
I will bonus action to move my hunter's mark to 3,
All right.
and then I will tell Melis to attack 3, and then I will attack 3.
All right. That hits. 25 definitely hits. Wait, math is hard. Nope, that's not right either. There we go. All right, your arrow kind of gets it in the thigh right after Mel's takes a swipe at it. It's starting to look kind of hurt.
Good.
Rizwin.
Is number 2 or number 3 holding anything that might be considered a weapon?
It is not.
Okay.
They are weapons.
Yeah. You've noticed that they've been using their tails to attack you.
I will then. I will just drop my shield on the ground
Okay.
and swing at this thing two-handed. I don't have a two-handed for the warhammer, so I'm just going to use the glaive, but it is the warhammer, and it's bludgeoning damage, not slashing. So boop and boop.
Those both hit on number 2. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. There is the damage. I guess I should see if it falls over after the first one before I roll the damage on the second one.
You do a goading?
Yep.
That is enough to kill it. You bring your glaive down on top of it once, then twice, just making this big X across its chest, and it falls over dead.
From a distance, you hear Zoe thanking you to keep her from having to cast it.
The music went down.
Mine's fine.
Nope.
Mine's fine.
I still hear music.
And then I will move. I will not move. I will stay where I am, actually.
All right.
That's my turn.
Bert.
Pert will juggle dagger and rapier back and forth between his hands while dealing with the heat to try to minimize the pain, and then go after number 2 with the distraction from the owl's assistance.
All right. 22 hits.
Alrighty. That's better.
All right. Once again, your non-magical rapier doesn't seem to do quite as much to these things, but you do get a pretty solid hit in. You feel your rapier connect with flesh.
Then Pert will follow that up with his dagger in his offhand as my bonus action.
That
Pretty sure that's a
misses.
miss. Okay.
Yeah.
And Pert will hold his ground.
All right. Zoe.
Owl will go up and do another flyby and assist Pert on number 2. And then she's going to cast the only thing she's got any idea to do and dispel magic on the portal thingy.
All right. You wave your hands, concentrating, and cast your dispel magic, and you feel it try to resist you. I need you to make an Arcana check.
No. We already saw how badly those go.
But it's an for the check for dispel magic is or
When you are trying to dispel something that is of higher level than. Oh wait, you're a warlock.
yeah,
What's the highest spell you can cast?
3.
Okay, then yes, I still need a check.
But it uses her spell casting ability. Her is charisma, not intelligence.
It doesn't matter. It's about if you are trying to end a spell that is of higher level than the spell slot you are using.
Yeah. It says makes an ability check using your spell casting ability.
Yeah. So, oh, I see what you mean. So yeah, make a spell casting ability check, not an Arcana check. My bad.
Spell levels. Would that include my
Proficiency, yes.
Yeah,
Stat,
it's basically your spell save.
Okay.
DC.
Any spell attack.
$14?
That's not enough.
Fuck.
You feel you almost do it, you almost get it, and it just your spell slips away from you before it can end. That whatever that effect is.
Fuck.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
I think it was a good idea.
I got one more of those to try, so...
Also, it would just be you roll a charisma check, the way it reads. Make an ability check using your spell casting ability. Your spell casting ability is charisma.
Yeah, it's charisma plus proficiency though.
Yeah.
So,
well,
like,
that would be... What I rolled was a...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the correct roll.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's okay.
It almost worked.
And as a bonus action, seeing Rizwan's hand on fire, 2 healing...
You mean perks.
As Bert.
Yes, sorry, Pert. 2 healing checks on Rizwan, or not Rizwan, on Pert. God damn it. Which I cannot actually remember because I have not healed in so long. I think it's D6s?
Yeah.
They are D6s, yeah.
Have 7 points of healing.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Anything else?
Nope.
Fire.
I would say you guys are doing good. Doing good, Zoe. Doing good, Bear. Doing good, Bear. Now
Pert, can you cast... Do you know Dispel Magic?
you mean fire?
Yes, sorry, fire.
No, I don't. I protect you. Do it again. And I'll cast a spell, and Pert sees in front of him a wave, water waves start to move, and I cast tidal wave. I do like this direction.
All right.
These 2 rows, all these 3 dudes.
Okay. Can you pop the spell in chat for me?
Kapow.
The
The-
full description.
Yeah.
Yeah, You need the full description?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
It's that. It's the damage against these decks.
I believe it's a 30-foot wave that if they resist, they stay where they are. If they don't resist, they get pushed back 30 feet.
What's the?
I'm trying
Thank
trying
you.
to
Thank you.
Look at
Nick.
your
30.
spell card.
Up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall each. Prone on a successful save. Okay. Oops.
I rolled so bad damage.
I
Alright.
like the second one better. I think you should stick
So,
with that
number one,
Yeah.
number two, number three.
Okay. Some of the number 3 takes full 8 and goes prone. The other 2 takes 4.
This is
Force.
Okay, it's
Bludgeoning.
bludgeoning. But it is from a spell, so I think it's magical bludgeoning,
Yes.
which is important.
And I say,
Yeah.
God damn it, that was a whiff. And I'll.
But this one is prone.
I'll move up to here. Not here. Head.
Oh, there's a prone symbol.
When you
my
have
the
a
net.
3-second after that, Jamie, spell saving concentration for number 2.
Good call. It fails.
Good.
Yay!
Bert
so
stops
the-
juggling his sword.
Yes. Good call. Alright, Kamal.
Okay, I'm going to swing my sword at the last remaining goat demon.
Quick question, Kathana, did you see my DM?
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a bonus action, don't worry.
Jamie's over that way.
And I fail. And I'm going to reach out and grab the haft of Brisbane's glaive and cap.
She's using her hammer right now, but thank you.
Alright. So Rizwin's hammer starts to light up
Glaive.
with glaive, sorry.
Hammer.
Hammer.
Which do you want, Rizwin?
She is using her hammer actively
Okay,
as she
is-
cannot use a shield with the
Hammer.
glaive.
Okay, so her hammer lights up with Kamal's holy light. It is Polar Bear.
Polar bear, munch on the fallen.
Right?
He has advantage, but does have damage.
Yes. 14 misses.
Damn it, the claws.
23 hits.
Good. Takes 4 damage. And at the end of the turn, con save is no longer weakening.
Excellent.
Also, does the summoned animal count as magic damage?
I don't
No, it
think
does not.
so.
Sorry, Kamal, I needed you to roll
Oh, con save, yeah.
and Rizwin too. You're fine. Rizwin is not.
It's under by 1.
You take
2 damage.
2 damage. 2
I'll be
whole
okay.
damage.
No. I take 3 damage because that one was still alive during my turn.
Oh yes, you're right. All right. These like sort of strange worm creatures with these huge mouths that were moving towards you see what just happened and start going the other way. Peace, yo!
Oh, wait. Number 2 took Spars in the face.
Ooh. Number 2 makes a
It's a necrotic.
save.
Maybe.
11 fails, I assume.
Yes. 6 necrotic damage.
Not resistant to necrotic.
Yay!
This is number 2.
2, yes.
One of the first creatures that is
All right. Number 2 is going to continue to wail at Pert. This time. Hang on. Let me look at a thing.
I'm a thing.
I mean, we're all things.
I should have done this beforehand. Yeah, the one in front of Pert is just going to claw you, but first is going to use Weakening Gaze. I need a con save.
Alrighty. Con save.
It's... You don't lose anything with that, bro.
Yeah, but I still have
Yeah,
to
you-
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
You know, one of these days I'm gonna make you use a creature that uses intelligence, charisma, or wisdom saves on me. I have advantage on all 3 of those.
Sorry?
I have advantage on all 3 of those.
Nice. Does 15 hit?
15 is a miss.
Alright, so you dodge out of the way of both
Do the Mike Tyson.
harmlessly by you.
And as Pert's reaction,
Uh-huh.
he slides over here.
No.
Nice.
Provoking no attacks of opportunity because he's a duelist.
That is correct.
He also
Remember,
didn't leave his threat range, so.
remember not to use Baird as a shield.
Though, people might get sin shit a little bit.
Number 3 is going to get up and do the same thing with the polar bear. I need another con save.
Go bear. Yay, bear.
And it will attack twice.
Ouch. They both hit.
Uh-huh.
He's still alive.
Bear is still up. Number 1 is going to look away from the polar bear towards everybody else. And what, like the other one, waves its hands in the air, casting a spell. And Fire, Zoe, and Amma
Hey.
are all surrounded in darkness.
Uh-oh.
I assume this is magical darkness.
This is the darkness spell. I'm trying to figure out how I can show it without.
Shoot.
You can
should
you
be able
can
to put an aura on the battlefield.
you can draw a circle too.
It-
Yeah, we cannot see it. If you have Devil's Eye,
Is
so
it
you
20
can
feet?
No, I don't.
Okay, so 15 feet from this point.
15.
I can't.
You can't draw?
No, I can draw, but
Oh,
I can't make an aura on something. I don't think.
So, Alt. Shift.
Do you still have premium?
Hold on. I've got it.
I do. Okay, Nibbles has figured it out apparently.
It's a 15-foot radius, right?
Yes.
Okay. It'll take me a second, but go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta just do my tokens.
There it is.
Yes. It just needs to get moved back a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't draw it off the screen for some reason.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. That's their turns. There's only one Blizzow left, and it is feeling very cornered, going to just do its best to attack Camille again. Missing very poorly. And it, once again failing, tries to run away. You get attacks of opportunity on it.
Huzzah.
Yeah, just leave it at the black circle, please.
I wonder.
That misses. Rizwin, you also get an attack of opportunity. Or no, it wasn't in your threat range, was it?
Kitty
No,
gets
it
an attack
wasn't.
opportunity.
Kitty does.
I wonder, Nibbles, if with premium you can do dark sources like you can do light sources.
Haha, crit.
Jesus.
Woo!
Dang.
I think that's enough. Yep, that's enough to kill it. Kumail, your sword just whizzes over its head. But Melis has your back, and Melis's tentacles sort of wrap around this thing, and the barbs get in its face, and it screams and falls to the ground.
Did it try and like dodge out of the way of the sword and end up right into the tentacle?
Probably.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Right. Yes. At the top of the round, Amelis, you cannot see anything.
Fun times. Hmm. Hmm.
I like pie.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
To be stupid or not to be stupid? Hmm.
Be
Dare to
stupid.
Be stupid.
Stupid.
That's better.
Do what's in your heart.
Oh, did that circle move?
Yeah, I was just moving it into a better position so that you were not half in, half out.
Oh, well, that makes my action less stupid, though.
Mm.
Well, since I know there are things over there, I go there. It's
All
just
right.
not in the circle and not next to something, so I'm not at disadvantage.
Emma just runs through the circle, just hoping. Come out the other end
Jamie,
of it. Mm-hmm.
Jamie, just question that might bite my ass.
Uh-huh.
At the beginning of the round, do we get a new friend?
Not this round.
Okay.
So first, I bonus action to move my hunter's mark over to number. Let's go 1.
Okay.
And even though Melis is not close enough, I'm going to tell Melis to attack. Also number 1. Even though Melis is not close enough. Wait, no, I'll tell Melis to attack number 3.
Okay. Question. Which way do you want Melis to go?
Melis would probably go up.
Okay.
Probably.
Alright, he can't get there this turn anyways.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Wait.
Okay.
Wait, yes, he can.
Oh, okay.
He has 40 movement.
Right.
And where
So-
he is 30.
Yes. So Melis runs around the house to get to the other side of this rip. and it is wide enough that he can't really, like, you can't see him on the other side of it. Whatever this rip in the air is, it is opaque and probably about like 10 feet high. No, it's not that high. It's like 8 feet high. Melis can try to attack it from underneath, but it will have 3/4 cover.
I mean, that sounds like a cat thing to do.
It does, doesn't it?
Just sticks his paw under the door and goes. Bap, bap, bap,
Yes.
bap, bap.
Yep.
So what do I do about that?
Just roll an attack, and it's gonna get +5 to its AC.
Didn't need it.
That misses. He tries to sort of bat at it with his paws, but it's just a little. And are you going to attack?
Yes, I'll be attacking number 1.
Okay. That hits. Number 1. Alright, number 1's starting to look kinda hurt. Maintains the spell.
Hey.
Okay, Rizwin.
What sort of action would you require for me to pick my shield back up?
Bonus action.
Okay, I will expend that bonus action, do that, and then I will turn to Camille and point at the worms that went around the corner and say, are we chasing or are we helping?
You go after the worms, I'll go after the other ones.
Okay, 60 feet of movement using both my movement and my action.
Mm-hmm.
And then action surge.
Those both hit.
Going both on number 1.
Okay. Well. Okay.
You hear Pert yell chase.
So you bring your warhammer down, doing a significant amount of damage, but it is still alive. That is enough to kill it.
All right.
Once, twice, you bash its head in, and it stops wriggling on the ground.
It's very exciting. That is the end of my turn.
All right, Pert.
Quite soft ones.
Alright. Pert is going to try to use his advantageous position plus the distraction of the owl to finally get a hand up on number 2.
All right.
He's going to attempt to skewer it from behind, basically. Fuck.
That does not hit.
And of course, he follows it up with his dagger.
That does hit.
I don't have advantage, and no one else is in base to base, so there's no
With number 2, no.
attack. So this will just be the base damage of 3. Hey, it's above average.
All right. You do a little bit of damage with your dagger. You kind of scratch it across the back, but it does not really seem to care. Zoe, before your turn, something else happens. Rizwin, after you smash this worm creature with your hammer, you hear a roar, but not sort of the ones you've been hearing, these tortured, unearthly roars. You hear the roar of a person. And from around the corner, you see this very large gold plate armor, broadsword out, come charging down, and she brings her sword down on this creature.
It's Shell, isn't it?
Oops, this is still too. It is. And she just demolishes this thing.
We shall again.
Rizwin
You don't
is
know.
impressed.
And running behind her, breathing a little bit more heavily, are two men in guards' uniforms. And Shell, this big orc lady, looks up at you, Rizwin, and says, "Are there more?
I say this way,
Lead the way." But that will be next turn.
and I do that on my turn. Yeah.
Yes. Zoe!
Okay. So Zoe knows she's in darkness, knows she should be able to see in darkness, which means, dear God, is this stupid spell again? Moves forward. Can she see here, or does she have to keep moving?
I think you can. I'd say you have to keep moving until you're completely out of the radius.
I was
Of the
going to say,
circle.
I think you can see away from it, but not towards it.
I mean, you definitely can't
Wow.
see in towards it. Okay.
Fuck.
All right. So you have to push past Amalus to get out of the darkness.
Zoe's not happy about that. Is there any way to get advantage on trying to cast Dispel Magic on that thing?
Anything that will help you with your ability checks. Guidance, but that takes an action to cast.
1 second, I'll see what I got. Well, I think this needs to happen. So Zoe casts guidance on herself.
All right.
I need whatever advantage I have not to fail this. So,
Okay.
and then Owl will fly out, do a flyby to help Pert on,
All right.
and then fly off.
All right. Fire.
Okay. Preference still up. That's good. That's good. I'll protect the soy. Between 1 and 2, who feels more damage?
One is looking significantly more hurt. You see some slash or gashes in its body that look like polar bear claws.
He's getting some hard chilele.
Right?
Magic weapon.
That hits.
Shillelagh hits.
Take this, fucker.
Let me just check something. Yes. So your staff comes down on this thing and hits it in the head. The poison part of it doesn't seem to do anything at all.
I curse my life.
But you get a good hit on it.
And it's magic damage still, so don't feel too bad.
Does Bird look hurt?
Pert's okay.
Okay, have a bonus action healing word.
Pert looks
without-
perfect.
Without the poison.
Pert
Alright.
looks perfect.
Perfect.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Boo.
All right.
That's my turn.
Kamale, you are alone on the other side of this building.
I'm just going to expend my 60 feet of movement to get me, let's just count it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 40, 45. Gets me about there.
Okay.
Oh, 60. There, I get there. Thank you, kind person.
All right.
And most of my things are action based right now, so yeah.
Yeah. Polar bear.
Polar bear. Attacks number 1 with a bite.
That misses.
What? Then claws.
That hits. Is it weakened? No, it isn't.
No, it's not. Roar.
Alright,
He's very lazy and kinda roar.
fine. It is still concentrating on the spell. It kind of manages to deflect the head of the polar bear. Claws. These are all dead.
Number one got spore in the face.
Number one gets spores in the face.
Ugh. Yeah,
Saves.
fine.
Number one is going to attack you. And first do this.
To me?
Yes.
I'll say I'm 10 feet from. No, I'm not.
You're not. Bear is.
I'm safe.
You're safe. And it will level 2 claw attacks against you.
Jeez.
Oh.
The second one doesn't hit.
Mhm.
That's 15. My spores are still up, and I need a con save.
From me?
No, for me, the bear.
Oh, I see. Oh, right there.
Bear's still there.
We're fine. Number 2 will make 2 attacks against you as well, fire.
Yeah.
Since you're kind of right in the middle of everything.
Okay, both hits. That's 13. My spores are down, and I am a little damaged, and I need 2 con saves. Bear's okay. Bear's okay.
Very nice. And then we'll level its weakening gaze towards the polar bear.
This is +5.
Yes, it is. Polar bear is fine. Number 3 will attack the polar bear.
Okay.
Since it is still the biggest target in the area.
Still alive. That kills it. That
Right.
kills the bear. No bear.
I knew I should have healed the bear.
Yeah. It
And
was a good use of a spell.
yeah.
Yeah, he did good.
And then it moves right there and levels its gaze at Kamal, making a
Reaction.
Constitution saving throw. Oh, you're in. Sorry,
And
I forgot you
also
were melee
Kitty.
with it.
Also, Kitty.
Then it will stay there.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. And will. But Kamal needs a Constitution saving throw. You are fine.
I level a gaze right back at it.
Yeah.
I love
These
that
things are
Kitty
dead.
is doing the under the door thing.
Yeah.
At the top of the round, the portal lights up again. And on the other side of it, on each side of Melis, more of these little worm things, these creepy human mouths, appear out of it. And sort of slither around confusedly. Emma, it's your turn.
Let's see. I guess I shall. Can I tell something has appeared on the other side?
You can't. Actually, you can probably see something sort of. You see the portal flare, and then you see something underneath it sort of drop down with like a big squelching sound. And you hear Melis kind of go, ah!
Okay, I tell Melis to attack one of the ones over there. It's gonna be. Melis is probably gonna attack the one behind it.
Okay.
since otherwise Melis would keep trying to do the cat thing under the door.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Good. Melis was frustrated about not being able to get under the door.
Yes.
BRB.
Okay.
And then I will fire an arrow at number 1.
That hits. And it still needs to make a con save. Alright,
Wow.
the darkness stays. Rizwin!
Will you allow me to do a double move while swapping my shield and hammer for me?
Sure.
That's what I do. And I also shout at the nice orc lady who has arrived this way as I run off.
Alright. Rizwin double dashes. Hurt.
Okay. Pert is really seriously getting ticked off at number 2, and he's going to grab it by the horn and try to shove his rapier down its throat.
Alright. You do have sneak attack, and 18 hits.
Wait, do you have advantage though?
Yes.
Owl.
Oh yeah, I will.
And if I didn't, I would still have sneak attack because you're in base to base.
Your rapier kind of sticks in its side, and you see it flinch back. It's starting to look kind of rough.
Because I stabbed it in its mouth, intimidation.
I do not think this thing is intimidated.
But it might think people from this plane are fucking crazy.
I think it's fucking crazy.
Probably.
Alright, anything else, Bert?
That's it for me.
Okay. Shell and her guard companions follow Rizwin at a double dash. That is their turn. Zoe.
So Zoe starts to give up some form of prayer to her patron and being like, please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit, and casts Dispel Magic on the Rift Thief.
Alright.
Fuck!
Something
Oh.
about this isn't right. Oh, you got a natural one. I see.
Oh no.
Nibbles, take your goddamn dice back!
I didn't do it.
You got it in range of me!
You try again to force this portal close, and again it just rips through your spell. You can't quite get it.
I'm out. We need magic healers. Someone call magic people.
Fire.
Get the mages here.
I will move here.
Okay. Your toes are in the darkness.
Yeah, I get an opportunity attack from one of the things.
From two of them.
One of them.
One of them?
Yeah,
He's
one.
engaged with this one.
Sorry. Oh, yes. Derp.
That's it. Ow. Okay. Round number 2. Paired creature thief. I do another tidal wave on the same columns to grab all of them and hopefully the worm.
Okay. And Pert? Or is
And
it only
Pert.
creatures you choose?
No, everyone. And the cat.
Rude.
Well, that cat is gonna hate you.
My rolls are horrible.
Con save? Or dex save.
Dex save.
All right. Number 1 fails. Takes 14 damage.
I'm prone.
It doesn't matter. Once your tidal wave has passed, this thing is lying on the
Yes.
You cut out after lying on the.
ground and not moving.
Okay, I figured, but
All right. Number 2 saves takes.
7.
All right, and number 3 fails. It is prone once again.
And 14.
14.
Mela saves and takes 7, and Pert saves and takes 7. You don't have evade?
no,
Evasion?
that's next level.
Okay. Sorry, I had to do it.
But Pert's a water person anyway, so he looks
Yeah.
slightly refreshed.
Pert's skin is glistening now.
And the
Nellis is
worm-
not happy.
It's it's 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure this thing is going to fail. Yep. Takes 14 damage.
Yes.
It is lying on its back with its tail sort of like wriggling in the air. It is not dead, but it is very hurt.
Okay. That's it for me.
All right, Camille.
I just look at Rizwan. Move.
I
burst
am not
into
able to.
light. I know you're not, but you're gonna wanna.
All right.
Shiny boy gets shinier.
Yeah, Shiny Boy is now a pillar.
Uh-huh.
away.
All right.
So it's 10 feet around me.
Okay. Burning radiant light erupts from Camille.
That
You
kitty
can-
is gonna be so pissed off.
The who?
The
The
kitty
cat.
and
Yeah, I'll
Pert.
kill the
And
kitty
my-
after I'll buy the kitty a fish.
Yeah, Pert's also in it.
How many
My
hit points?
owl's
left?
in it, which means
Everybody's in it.
Yeah, lots of people are gonna be in it, but I gotta hold the line.
I'm not
where
in
I
it.
am. And I have a bonus action.
Is it at the end of your turn?
It's at the end of my turn.
Okay. How many hit points do these guards have? Oh, they'll be okay.
It's for a
For
third round.
now.
Where's my character sheet? Sorry, I lost my character sheet.
When it does 3 and when it does 6?
It does 6 on whenever I hit something, and it does 3 to everything in an AoE at the end of my turn.
Okay.
And 1 to me, because resistance. And... I'm seeing one other thing I want ready for... I don't really have anything I can do that's not already a concentration, so I'm just gonna hold my... I'm not gonna use my bonus action this turn.
Okay. So at the end of your turn,
I take 1.
okay,
Everything in the yellow takes 3.
You see the yellow.
how many hit points does Owl have?
oh, it's dead.
Okay, Owl's toast.
How far up does it go?
It goes to basically her, and then goes down to
Up.
here.
You're in it,
And
Pert.
then
No, horizontal.
out to here. You're fine.
The owl
You're like,
doesn't fly 5 feet off the ground, is what I'm trying to say.
I see.
yeah, that's a good question.
That's
If the owl
fair.
is more
If
than
it's
10
a-
feet up in the air, it's fine, I'm guessing.
Just can't help in that area right now.
No, it can help, because the damage only happens at the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got to
You
stay out of your radius, is what I'm saying.
By
It's
the end of the
dead.
turn. Yes.
It's dead.
It's not dead, it's a 10-foot sphere.
Just as long as you don't tidal wave it,
So Melas, Rizwin, Pert, Shell, one soldier, number 3, and the worm prone takes 3 damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are now 10 feet away from the surface of the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So the worm lives?
Yeah. Go 1 hit
Barely.
point.
It's probably smoking.
Yes.
Smoke him if you got him.
Yeah. This thing wriggles itself right side up and does its best to bite the ankles of the big orc lady, hitting. And she kind of screams out in pain. The other one is going to try to attack Malice. I do believe it's a disadvantage.
No.
Or is that effect gone because Malice took damage?
It's an attack or an effect? That's the question, yes.
It says if it is hit by an attack, this tree is disrupted until the end of its next turn.
Okay, so Camille's thing doesn't count. It's still a disadvantage. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Alright. So it kind of launches itself at Melis, bites onto it, Melis's leg. And Melis takes 4 points of damage. Alright. Back to these things. Number 2 is going to turn around and level its gaze at Pert.
It's technically person in 10 feet, isn't he?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because Pert doesn't use strength.
Yeah.
I think those hit.
Red was in the bathroom.
Oh, right, David's in the bathroom.
I don't they hit in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm gonna grab a drink.
Okay.
Like, literally just across.
I'm really annoyed at my dice right now.
It happens.
Back.
Alright,
You're getting punched.
Yeah, you're getting clawed.
All right. React. Okay. How many of those are at me?
Yes.
both of them.
All 4 of them?
No, just the 2.
No, last 2 claws.
Okay.
Your friend number 2 doesn't like you.
Yeah. No, I just figured it'd be 1 claw, 1 bite, but both claws.
Both claws.
All right. Then uncanny dodge against the first one,
Alright.
and get chomped with the second one.
Alright.
So
How
Pert's
is
looking
Pert
pretty beat
looking?
up.
Okay.
Okay, number 3 stands up and waves its hands in the air to cast a spell. Cathanan, I don't know how your magical light interacts with the darkness spell.
My light still exists. It's just hidden in the darkness.
I believe
It's
the
still,
Alright.
like,
I believe in the
radiant
text
damage
of the
is not-
darkness
doesn't
spell,
like-
it has to be of equal or higher level to resist.
Yes.
But it's not a spell is the problem.
Yeah,
It's an
so I
effect
don't
from
think
a
it's a
or
because
that
it's
from
not a
art.
spell effect. I think it gets drowned out.
It gets drowned, but at the same time, I think it's the damage still there.
Oh,
I
the damage
I
is
would
still
say that the light goes away, but the damage still happens.
I would think so, yes.
But this thing doesn't know that, so it pops a darkness spell right here. And then tries to move away. Camille, you get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage. Camille misses, but Rizwin does not. Alright, Rizwin, you swing your hammer out into the dark. Feel it something. Emma.
Con save, please.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
I like that 14, that 4.
Emless.
What can I see?
I think you can see sort of the butt end of number 2 poking out of the darkness.
Yeah.
It can't see you, but you can see it. Of note, you can still see this portal cutting through this sphere of darkness.
As a note, 3 did not move.
Oh, you're right. You have Sentinel. Emma, what you doing?
Okay. I will bonus action move my Hunter's Mark to number 2.
Alright.
Also, Kitty will keep attacking the worm behind it.
Okay, at disadvantage. That still hits. Kitty waves its tentacles around blindly behind it, and everybody hears a big squelch.
It's good.
And then I will fire at number 2.
Alright. That just hits. Okay. Anything else?
I currently don't see any point in moving quite at the moment.
Okay. Rizwan, you are in darkness.
Yep, I'm gonna have to blindly swing at where I know. Da, da, da.
Technically, you still have your glaive.
Yep.
All right. 13 misses.
So does 10.
Yep, that misses even harder. You blindly swing your glaive out and about. Zoe, you feel something whistle over.
Rizwan, if you cut my hat.
Do your ears feel shorter?
She could remove the horns.
That would be a lot more danger. Because they come down.
Anything
Yeah,
else?
that's gonna be it.
Okay.
Except Zoe.
So Pert's going to bonus action disengage,
Mm-hmm.
barrel straight through the enemy, pivot on one foot, and then go back to stabbing it.
All right.
So
I think Owl still helped you.
I didn't say it, but that would be implied. I was a little frustrated by something else.
Yeah, I know.
okay,
24 still hits.
yeah, and with 2 reasons, I have sneak attack up. So can I finally make some progress?
No.
Some, not really.
You're slowly chipping away at this thing. It's taking a frustrating amount of starting to see the wear and tear on it. Little bits of like blackish, coagulated blood are starting to fall on the ground around it.
And then Pert is going to move in between Zoe and the monster.
Okay.
Back into the darkness.
You hear from inside the darkness, "What the fuck is this?" And Shell's going to swing her broadsword wildly and squelch. Zoe!
Alright, so this does not help us at all, but out of pure and utter frustration, Zoe is going to shoot at the goddamn rift in the. She's a little pissed off.
Okay.
And you said it was cutting through the darkness, right?
It is. You can see it. It is the only thing you can see. You know what? Make a perception check.
But
There's nothing on the other end.
With all of the other distractions sort of deleted from your world, and all you can see is this. You see this big, giant, like, purple tear, and then two little points of light. One little point of light radiating from the end of it. You can just barely see it. You shoot the... Yeah, you aim your Eldritch Blast and shoot it at the rift. And it does not make it to the rift. It hits something in front of it.
Do I feel like it did damage?
Yes. You hit number 3. You rolled a 26 and a 27. You're not...
Does number 3 need concentration?
Sure does. Doesn't it do twice technically, or just 2 separate sources of damage?
Yes. Uh, 14 is a save for the first one. 22 is still a save. The darkness still holds. But you heard something scream out as your Eldritch Blast connected with something in front of the portal.
God damn. Zoe's just angry at this point and reaches out, and despite not needing to touch him, touches Pert and Kess. All the healing on him.
all the healing.
God damn it, those some shit. My rolls have been crap when I needed them to.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
I've had
Appreciates it
3 ones
regardless.
today.
It's part of the game.
You are.
You did a significant amount of damage to number 3, by the way. Alright. Fire.
Would you say that number 2 is inside the darkness?
Its head is inside the darkness, but its
That's it.
butt end is you can see its butt end.
That's perfect. That's mean I have advantage.
Uh-huh.
So I kick his butt with Chilele. Take this.
That hits.
Alright. No, without poison. I don't have the thing active. It doesn't do anything. Great.
Alright, you crack it across the back, and it falls to one knee.
Do I see the butt of Pert still hurt?
Pert is in the darkness.
But I see a butt.
You see, like, a scrap of clothing. Every once in a while, as Pert's kind of moving about a bit.
Am I hurt?
No. I have seen
I-
0 damage.
I guess I'll do the healy to myself then.
I've taken 1.
Hearing where I just realized I'm half dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
By
That's
the
it.
way, Zoe is 100% out of heat.
That's
Alright.
fine.
Camille.
Here. Screen something.
Max damage that Chilele.
I can't see it, so I can't cast it. Well, I will just swing righteously into the dark.
With all the might of the justice and stuff.
Yep.
14 misses.
And again.
10 misses.
That's about it. And then damage happens. 1 and then 3 to everything.
3 to Melas, to number 3.
And 3 technically needs to make a concentration check.
It does.
Yes.
6, it fails.
Oh yeah.
Also 3 to the soldier again, and to Shayla,
Shell.
Shell, and to Rizwin.
But light returns to the world.
Light returns. It's very disorienting to have this darkness go away and all of a sudden it's so bright that you still can't really see.
That's gotta really hurt people's eyes.
Yeah.
Is Melis the only one that has eyes that can adapt that quickly?
I feel like Zoe can.
I feel like most people with dark vision probably could.
It's still very uncomfortable.
Fuck.
I feel like Melis can't directly see the light through the portal anyway.
Alright. These things are all dead. Number 3, yep.
Number 2 got spores in the face. That's good damage.
It
Fuck.
saves. Number 3 is going to level its gaze just as much as it can see towards Camille.
Hold on, I refreshed my notes to bring in the character sheet again. Constitution?
Yes.
That's not disadvantage.
Yeah. So 18, you're fine. And it will level 2 claw attacks at you.
It will hit for 12.
Okay. Number 2.
Constitution roll.
Oh, yeah, I guess I need to keep concentration up for that matchup.
Yes.
Unbreakable concentration.
Yep.
Commander Constitution.
Number 2, who you can see is very, very hurt, tries to move away from you and like back into the portal, and you see it like try to climb up into it and is just repelled, like it can't.
It won't
Access
Move
denied.
through. It can't seem to move back through, and it's trying and trying, and that's kind of what it spends its turn doing.
One
Hey,
way
hey.
only.
I
So
just
we can't go through
realized.
the portal. That's good to know.
I
We're
just
bad.
realized. Wouldn't the Camel's 1 damage each turn do a concentration thing?
Yeah. I guess,
I-
yeah.
We forgot. We forgot.
Yeah. Well,
There we go. You don't have magic weapon anymore.
all right. Roseman's magic weapon is gone. Emma.
I need to take Warcaster.
Same.
Almost all my spells are concentration.
I will. I will tell the kitty to go around the portal and attack number 3.
Okay.
Can kitty get past Shell?
I think it's double movement to move through a space occupied by an ally. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's plenty of movement.
Yep. Melis sort of weaves his way through all of the people.
Does Shelas consider this giant cat an ally?
I mean, it was eating
Gosh, I hope-
demon worms.
Yeah, that's,
Well,
that's
in the darkness.
It saw it eating the demon worms before.
16
The darkness
hits.
happened.
This is number 3. Okay.
And I will fire at number 2.
That misses. Your arrow just kind of sails in between it and fire.
Ow.
I was clearly too distracted giving Melis more instructions than normal.
Yep. Alright, Rizwin.
Let's try to finish this thing off. Yep, looks good. Jesus.
Both miss.
That's all I can do.
Alright, Pert. They're both looking really, really hurt.
Did Owl help me this turn?
Yes.
Okay. Just don't want to assume.
Owl helps Pert.
Okay.
Let's just establish that.
Okay. Pert's going to try to take down number 2 while its back's turned. He doesn't have any worries about that.
Alright. That hits.
That's a better
Uh,
roll.
Check for crit.
Yeah. You level your rapier into this thing's backside. And while it is trying to climb up into the portal, it stops moving and slowly slides down it and onto the ground.
And then Pert will take a 5-foot step and stab number 3 with his dagger. Because, god damn it, it's not been his day. He just wants this over with. Hey! So just the 3 damage.
This is, okay. Alright, you do a little bit of damage. Anything else?
That's my 2 actions. Well, it's my action and my bonus.
Okay. Big Arc Lady picks her sword up out of this creepy worm creature and runs around everybody and is going to bring her broadsword down. Actually, first she picks up her, like, she holds out her shield and tries to punch her shield into this thing's face. She misses. And misses again. She's not at disadvantage, but 11 doesn't hit. And she screams out an expletive in frustration. Zoe.
Know that feeling. Also, can I now see this point that you described earlier, or?
You cannot. That was something that you could only see when all of the bodies, all of the light.
You could have.
Oh, sorry. You can't see that point of light anymore. It was just something you could see when all of the shit that was in the way is gone. All the light and all of the people.
Out of utter frustration, Zoe attacks 3.
Okay.
I feel like Zoe's composure is completely and utterly shattered at this point.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
2 Eldritch Blasts go sailing out into this thing, and it collapses to the ground and stops moving.
I'm expecting something else to jump through the portal, so I'm not doing anything else. Just waiting.
Can people please clear out? I saw something and I need to see it again.
Do you hear the lady? Clear out, people. I move like here, and I want to do a general like perception check to see my surroundings. Are there any more? Are there guards anywhere? Anyone summoning the portal? Whatever.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Perception.
There are a lot of dead bodies around. You don't see any demons in the immediate vicinity.
Any other purple lights? That's not this one.
It's tough to see just because this one is so overwhelming because it's right in your face. Not with a 10, sorry. Well,
I'm gonna. I'm just trying to figure where I can move where I'm not gonna burn a bunch of people. Sorry, Risman.
I think
Can
guards
you-
probably would have backed up a bit.
Pull it out.
Get away from Owl!
The owl is hovering above my thing. Owl's fine.
Can you turn it off?
I can. I don't want to. Because something may come through the portal still.
Why?
And I'd rather have that extra 6 damage ready when I hit something.
Alright, Emma?
I tell Melis to come over to me.
Okay.
Giddy, giddy, giddy.
And I cure wounds on Melis.
Alright, Brisbane, I assume you also move out of the way?
Oh yeah, I'll head over here,
Yeah, everybody kind of shell backs up.
and I'll hold an attack
Okay.
or something that pops out.
Zoe.
Pert goes around the corner of the building and loses his shit for a little while.
Yeah,
There, I'll get completely out of the way of Zoe so she's not interfering with my light or anything.
right.
So, Zoe seeing that thing in the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
cast darkness.
Alright.
Tiefling ability.
Very nice. You cast darkness around you. It's centered on you.
Yes.
No.
Well,
Center.
base. Yeah.
Centered
She
on
wants
the
to
tear.
I'd send her around the tail.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that she's in it and centered on the terror.
Okay. You cast darkness, the world just goes away again. And you open your eyes and you see this giant purple tear in the sky that kind of partially disappears into that building, you know? But on the left side of it, you see where it kind of, that light kind of fades out as it gets to the edge, a little beam of purple light right on the edge of it.
Does it just look like a light source, or does it look like something solid that can be hit?
Make an intelligence check.
Why is it never something I have? And
It looks-
Zoe has. Wait. No, wait. Guidance is only good for one ability.
It looks like there's something sort of in front of it that's making the light kind of like diffuse a bit, and then you remember that right where that point is, there's a well.
Like, the well is blocking this light, or
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
can I move around the well? Like, pop out of the darkness, back in the darkness, and get a look from the other side?
Sure. With that 20 intelligence check, you sort of pop back in. Whatever that light is, it's coming from inside the well.
Look down into the well?
Down into the well, very, very deep down, you see a little point of purple light.
Is there a rune, or is the darkness keeping me from being able to see that?
It's pretty tough to see. You just see like this source of purple light.
Alright, this might be bad. Let's see, can I just choose to drop the darkness?
Yep.
I choose to drop the darkness.
All right, darkness goes away. Because the well is covered and still dark, you can still see that purple light, but it's not very bright. Like it would be hard to see without that darkness spell.
I mean, there is light emanating there. Like my thing casts light out to here, and then 10
Yeah.
feet of additional light.
While you're doing
Zoe
that,
sees in dark. That's dark vision.
two more of these little guys. Actually, one comes out here. Pop out from the portal. That hits. That destroys it. Goodbye.
I shoot the other one.
Yeah, with all of you just waiting for these things, I'll say that they pop out of existence the moment they come in. But things are still coming out of this portal. Zoe, what do you do?
I'll give myself like 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie.
Alright.
I'm not even sure what to do. So, when all else fails, shoot it with Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the points coming from?
Give me a shot. That 20 hits. You put your hand down in the well, firing this Eldritch Blast towards the light. And you hear it impact water and keep going. And then whatever that light was, like, shatters into 8 or 10 pieces. And then the light goes away. And half of this portal just evaporates. And the other half is like, kind of like an awkward sheet in the wind, just anchored to one point. It's almost like flapping about.
They
And it's
jump
going into the
inside
house?
the house. Yeah.
All right, Fire, you open the door. There is one of these things inside, munching on a dead woman.
Fuck. Oh. Chilele.
Okay. That hits. That doesn't kill it, but it hurts it pretty good.
Does it not take poison damage?
No.
No.
Actually, these things might.
But I don't have it active.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, these things are also immune to poison. It bites you.
There's this thing, one of these things here. Yeah. It doesn't hit.
Okay. I assume you try to whack it again?
Yeah, I whack it again.
Okay. That hits.
Die, please.
That kills it. Underneath its overturned corpse is a woman whose like guts are all torn out, and her blank eyes are just like staring up.
When available, Zoe's gonna run to the building.
Okay, you can totally do that.
And she's going to look more closely for the source of wherever this light wavy sheet point is going.
Sure. You may make an investigation or a perception check, your choice.
Investigation or perception, you said?
Yes. Investigation will take longer, but if you're good at it, it might be worth it.
They're both +1.
Okay. With that perception, you sort of squint your eyes to block out some of the light, and you can see this big tear, narrow to a point near the ground, and a little beam of light that seems to sort of illuminate the underneath of a potted plant.
Look under the potted plant.
You lift up this potted plant, and underneath it is a wooden disc about like 6 inches in diameter, covered in runes written in black ink.
Fuck. Can I move this disc?
Yeah, you can pick it up.
Zoe takes the disc out.
The both Fire and Zoe, actually everybody can see the that half of the portal sort of shift slightly as the point that it's anchored to is now being raised up by Zoe.
Maybe mess with it a little bit so it doesn't do the portal thingy, but we can still know about it.
Thought
To-
about that after I
face it.
said that. Is there like a line I can just like scratch out?
You can, you know that you can put just a line through any of these should disrupt it enough to stop it.
Zoe does that in anything that isn't black. Like she wants to know that that's her line.
All right.
Pert offers a chisel.
You scratch a big line in this, and you see the purple light sort of like emanate out from this, like it's escaping, and then it goes away, and so does the latter half of the portal. It just disappears into nothing.
Zoe goes outside and yells out, "I'm gonna find her and kill her."
Find who?
Who's this now?
Zoe holds up the rune. Who have we dealt with recently who likes to deal with runes? And we possibly just led her to this stupid city yesterday.
I don't think that this is the player's thing. I don't think that tracks.
Well, oh boy. Y'all did really good.
Hey, there's other portals, or this is the one?
Shell
hearing
looks at you
screaming.
and points up at the sky, and you can now see that now that this portal is gone, you can see other sources of purple light radiating upwards across the city.
We need to get to the Mages Guild now.
Yep.
Yep.
Y'all seem. Can you do that with the other ones?
We have to get to the Mages Guild. We have something for them that will turn the city's defenses back on.
Okay. We're gonna try and clean up here. Just make sure that there's no more around. But
Zoe grabs this woman who's probably twice her size, shows her the rune. Destroy these. There should be 2 of them on either side. They must be broken.
This very big, imposing woman sort of takes this thing, looks at it, and nods very seriously.
Stay alive.
You too. Good luck.
You know what? Have this, and I give the bag of good rooms. There's not a lot, but they heal a little bit. Use it on the wounded. Bye.
Thank you. Good luck.
And walking by the one soldier, I just clap him on the shoulder and
Yeah.
hit him for the 6 points of damage I did him.
All right. They're both shaking in their boots, staring at a pile of dead corpses.
Yep.
And that's where we're gonna stop for today.
Just real quick before we stop, is it gonna mess you up? Like, I'm asking this out of character. Is it gonna mess you up if I decide to go with Shell instead?
I think that would be pretty tough.
Okay. I do not do that then.
I mean, if you guys want to split up, then that's okay, but I don't necessarily want to have 5 go one way and 1 go the other, because you're going to be split up for a while.
I think the correct call is to turn the city's defenses back on.
I mean, I agree that some people should do that, but I feel like
I I know. Okay,
The grunts of the city are not gonna have an easy time with this.
You saying that, if you voice that in the group, the comment would probably suggest that Kurt, Zoe, and Amelus probably go to the Major Seal and then try to run to the next. Amelus, you and I run to the next. I don't think that's the only suggestion I would have.
I think they still need protection on the way there, though.
I will remind you that Zoe is out of spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also kinda almost out of spell. I don't know if.
Okay. Yeah, we should all stick together and just go to the Mages Guild.
You are welcome to strategize over this week. Just let me know what you're doing by like Saturday.
I will say we're staying together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
if
think
we
that-
do want to separate, I would go with the fighting group, considering Zoe seems to have some form of idea how to destroy these things.
But
Yeah.
now that you've mentioned it, we all kind of we know what to look for.
Well, we can talk about it. Just for our information, do we know, like, kind of time-wise, how long it will take us to get to the Mages Guild from where we are, approximately?
Like a couple of hours. It's
jeez.
far. If you're running, it's not as far. It depends on how many people are and what's in your way, but
Yeah, as I say, there's probably more groups of demons in our way.
yeah.
A couple hours is far.
Yes.
Did we get any sort of indication that the Mages Guild is what housed this thing?
No, but that's the best thing we have to go on.
Maybe there's somebody there with teleport.
Maybe.
All right. Fun, fun, fun.
So who wants to carry Zoe for an hour so she can rest?
You can't rest while being carried.
Damn it.
Yeah. I think that we did good and we level up.
Not yet.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. Yep. We deserve that.
Not yet.
I swear I remember somewhere where it was like, oh yeah, you level up faster in this.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yep.
Lies.
Yeah, I feel like this is slower than Lamb was leveling up.
Hey, I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it too.
You know
but-
why I'm enjoying it, guys? The longer it takes us to level up means more time we have to play.
Yeah, but if it takes this long to get one level 19 to 20, it's gonna be like a year.
Well, so for still
I
playing
want a
2030,
goddamn new set of dice.
See, what you need to do is you need to burn the current character sheet to the ground and recreate it.
Mm-hmm. Break into Roll20 headquarters.
Yeah. Hack their servers.
So I've
Just
got the
pull-
solution.
Just
We're gonna
politely
go-
ask them for a new random seed.
We're gonna switch over to a new tabletop.
Yes, let's all go learn. What's the one on Steam?
Fighting Fantasy is what I'm thinking.
Oh,
but-
Fantasy Battlegrounds. No, Fantasy Battlegrounds is a nightmare to learn. It legitimately is. I hate it.
What was the one that they were just talking about in that Z video that I posted the other day?
Oh yeah, I don't remember the name, but looks cool.
It looks cool because we can be building the maps while other people are having RP scenes.
Except that's not how we play, so.
Yeah.
Mm.
But we can fake it.
We're also not a very dungeon-heavy game right now.
You are for the next couple of weeks.
Good to know. I need to conserve my spell slots.
Yep.
I have burned it all.
Then we're going to have to do. We're gonna have to start taking short. And not just running everywhere. I don't have spells to just go.
I know. We'll deal with it.
All right.
Also, if Zoe ever gets a chance to calm down, she is gonna throw up.
I'm pretty sure Pert already did.
Kamail didn't, but that would be kind of weird if a paladin threw up in the middle of this.
Not necessarily. I mean, you've never anything quite like this.
He's angry at himself more than anything.
Yeah. Well, good game, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jamie. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you, Jamie.
It took a while to get going, but where we're at right now is I'm giggling almost.
Me too. I've been waiting for this for a long time.